Hey everyone, and welcome to the All Elite Zone podcast on YouTube and Twitch. We are here for our AEW Dynamite live reaction, big business edition. Uh, as you guys know, we did not have an interview with Futu Galera. I did not make a post about it, but we had some miscommunication on their end. But tonight is going to be a really, really special night for AEW. It is AEW Big Business, as they've been hinting around the last few weeks. They've been promoting. So yeah, tonight should be a really good show. Besides the obvious, what people are expecting from tonight's show, we also got a lot of good matches. Samoa Joe versus Wardlow for the AEW World Championship. I'm assuming that'll be the main event tonight. We got Willow and Riho. We got Jericho and Hook versus Gates of Agony. We got a few other matches. We got Darby and Jay White. I'm assuming Darby's gonna be on the card. I don't know if he died or not, but I guess we'll find out. I guess tonight we'll see if he's dead or not.
Maybe survive.
Raise his arm above his head. That's it. Just this one.
Yeah, we got what else? I feel like I'm forgetting something. All right, here we go. Some of the time they're going to try to do it like the first dance when the show starts. They're going to try to do that. They're not going to be able to duplicate it, though. I'll start off with an A. Because who's going to start out the show? The Young Bucks. And
of course.
I would hope it wouldn't be Mercedes like this. Well, they didn't show who was in that car, so.
It's a nice car, too. I like that car. It's a badass car.
Yeah, and there's a TD Garden, a very historic arena if you watch basketball there.
Oh, yeah.
Also for wrestling, there's been some big wrestling shows in Boston.
That's a hell of a crowd, too. That's a nice-ass crowd.
And Pac is back officially. He came back on Collision. Well, technically, he came back at Revolution, but in-ring was Collision, and an actual match is tonight. It's really good to see Pac back. I'm more excited to see Pac than Mercedes, honestly.
I mean, I gotta agree with you on that.
I just love Pac. I've actually met him in person. He looks really, really mean, but he's actually really, really nice.
How tall is he actually? Like,
I'm 5'9", and I was really taller than him, so
he's gotta be like at least I would say like 5'7", 5'8".
That's so gosh darn awesome. Oh my gosh, that's how you open it? Brava.
They're trying to capture a moment that they can't capture.
Wow.
And I have to say also, I'm really intrigued on where they're going with Puck's this whole character that Puck's, kind of reinvented himself with. Like, I'm wondering where they're going with it.
I wear
that. There you go. There's Mercedes Moné.
The glasses, especially. If you guys have ever seen my sunglasses, they almost look like that. They're prescription sunglasses that are like this big. Big on.
That hair is crazy though, man. I love that hair. That's crazy.
You guys watched how they opened it? They tried to do the first dance again. They tried to capture that same moment, but you never should try to capture a same moment. You should always create something new.
I love that.
Mercedes is looking great. Look at CEO.
Snoop Dogg doing her theme music. It sounds like Snoop Dogg. It probably is.
That's her cousin.
CEO. Technically, who is a CEO in AEW? Is there? It's Tony Khan, I guess.
I mean, it'd be Tony Khan, I would think.
You heard Tom Brady.
Tom Brady is elite. He wishes.
Is he gonna come out and talk? Hey, that would actually be pretty cool to see him on wrestling commentary. Ethan,
Tom
thanks
Brady?
for watching.
Commentary. Definitely commentary.
Thanks for watching. James, thanks for watching.
Hey.
Yeah, she looks really good.
Yeah, she looks great.
I heard Tom Brady's always. That would be pretty cool if it was. Mercedes always. I'm still a son. Yeah, she is officially always.
I'm kind of with you, Oliver. I'm a simp a little bit myself too. She's looking amazing.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That's very
Now that
true.
they have her, what are they gonna do with her? That's my question. What are they
That's the
gonna do with her?
question. Like that, I'm more. That's what I'm curious about.
I can't stop looking at her hair. That is dope.
Lovely chance.
So, Britt Baker, if someone's coming out.
I would love to see Britt. Oh, that'd be great.
I miss Britt Baker.
I miss Britt Baker too because she gives off that AEW vibe, like that day one.
She's a day
vibe.
oneer.
Yeah, like I miss her stories and just her energy and yeah, I miss Britt.
All right, you can't cry. We actually got to cut a promo here. This is what we got to do. But at least you're wearing shoes, unlike some people in AEW.
I knew that was gonna. I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Hey, like her hair is actually pretty cool. I think on the back of it says CEO. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. That is so dope.
Now, do you think that's actually her hair and dyed in, or is it a wig? Because I know Jade wore like a ton of wigs that I was 100% sure were her hair until she'd come out the next day with a different hairstyle and be like, "That's a wig, bish." So like,
I think Sasha seriously dyes her hair. I think that's all her hair, and she like has a really good dye job.
it looks like her hair, but I don't know. It looks like it.
I mean, because she wore extensions in WWE,
Yes.
but and like right now, this is like her. I think that's like her actual hair. It just has a really badass dye job on it.
Which is such a cool dye.
I know
job.
Jade always wore wigs. Ivana, thanks for watching. Hey, what up? How you guys doing? I've done pretty good. How about everyone else?
Yeah,
How's
appreciate you
everyone
tuning
feeling?
in.
I feel like I should be giving off a more exciting vibe for Mercedes' debut. As normally for debuts, I go crazy, but I honestly can't do
But it
that
was
for
well
Mercedes.
known.
I can't do it for Mercedes because I'm not attached to her like some may be. But I do like Mercedes, but she's just not one of my
I
someone
guess.
that's like favorites. But
Yeah,
I really do like
yeah.
Mercedes.
I mean, I guess for me, I mean, it's kind of like I'm not that excited about it because I was already expecting it. You know what I'm saying? Like I already saw it coming. So like if I didn't like, and that's the thing with the internet. Like if something can happen and people will know about it like within seconds. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't keep it a secret anymore. So I mean, like don't get me wrong, I'm excited to see her there, but it's like I already knew it was gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Like I
Exactly.
marked out.
Where they're gonna go with it.
Like when Buddy Matthews showed up, I marked out. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that was awesome when he showed up.
Just for me personally, I mean, I like her, but she's not one of my all-time favorites. Not saying Buddy Matthews is, but
yeah,
I just like Buddy Matthews and like his 205 Live stuff and his
yeah,
stuff he did with Aleister Black or Malachi Black in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
I like the stage setup. It's they got the big business colors. We definitely need a women's evolution in AEW, but
No doubt about that.
you got a hard-headed person. Well,
Need some
hopefully
structure.
that evolution doesn't involve Maria Shavir.
I knew that was coming. I knew you were going to say that.
Just as Kevin Von Erich said, I got really good catering. I mean, it's really, really good. I mean, they got a lot of good food back there. I mean, get comfortable, get you a chair, sit up, play some cards.
And from what Kevin Von Erich says, it's probably some of the best catering he's ever seen.
It probably is.
So
Really.
hilarious too.
They probably do have good catering. So she's instead of the boss, she's the CEO.
Oh, okay. I see what they're doing.
So kind of
I get it.
Money,
Yeah.
Money, and CEO.
And I think that WWE has the rights to the boss, to the whole boss name.
Yeah, it is big business, so we gotta talk about business.
Mm-hmm.
Brass tacks.
Oh.
But you know, I think that she should still work her way up, like just because she's a big name from WWE.
Yes.
Don't just put her in the title picture, immediately. Let her work her way up like everybody else.
Yeah, every big name that's came through AEW just worked their way up. Even CM Punk had to work. Even Punk had to work his way up to go for a world title. Like everyone who's came through, besides Jericho, because he was the first champion, so it's kind of hard to.
Right.
But pretty much everyone's worked their way up. I don't think it should be any exception for Mercedes either.
I agree.
Unfinished business. I can think of one person, Saraya.
Oh, Saraya. Yeah, that makes sense.
I love your CEO, but I also love my DMD.
Yes, you got the All Elite graphic.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gotta have Jamie Hayter or Britt Baker or someone.
I'd love to see Britt come out and say you got to make an appointment. That'd be badass.
Exactly. Talking about the revolution, the first signed woman.
God damn.
Ooh.
That is a nice outfit, yeah.
That kind of was a hint at Britt Baker because the way she said it, CEO.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, that was
see, they're planting seeds, I think.
And I really love how, because my biggest thing was, Willow was the one that put her out, technically, if we go back, right? And she totally touched on that. And I was hoping she would, and she did. And I feel like that hit all the proper notes for me, and it was a really awesome debut.
Who knows? She
might who
knows she might come back out tonight.
That would be fantastic.
I feel like she has to at this point because I mean it was a good for what it was. It was a good debut.
Yeah, but I think we're wondering the same thing. What the hell are they going to do with her?
I know. I'm kind of excited though.
Yeah, because normally AEW signs someone and then it can either go really, really good or Marina Shavir bad.
Marina
I don't think it
Shavir
can go that bad.
You don't want the Marina Shavir heat.
We're just gonna sit and wait out this contract.
This is the point. Like she's out the stage. This is when Britt Baker should. All right, we get it. CEO.
We're gonna change it from X-Pac heat to Marina Shavir heat.
Oh my god!
Like you don't, yeah, like we're gonna start doing if you don't want to get the Marina Shavir Robin wrestling. If you get that, your career is down the toilet. Like you better not
have you seen her lately?
I don't want to see her.
That's like get off my TV heat.
I don't want her on my TV. I don't want to be around her. I don't want to watch her matches. I don't want to watch an interview with her. I don't want to do anything with her. I'm sorry, but I mean, I would rather watch a gobbledygooker match than her. You
At least the gobbledygooker was talented.
and that's bad to say. I got Joe. I'm really looking forward to this match, Joe and Wardlow.
That's gonna be a big match.
Because they both went against each other for the TNT title. Now it's the world title.
I just thought about that too. I totally forgot
like
that
this is the first time two TNT opponents have would get to now for the world title. I could be wrong.
I think so. I don't know, man, because you could be right about that. You could be right.
You guys think MJF returns tonight and costs the world title?
Perfect.
Why is it up next?
So, you know, we're talking. We're like Britt Baker should have showed up and like slapped Adam Cole upside the head and been like, "You're doing a piss poor job of being the devil. Like, get out of my way. Let me show you how it's done."
Well, they're starting
People were more excited for the potential of it being her than they were for the reveal of it being him.
Right.
What?
And at least he can still wrestle. Currently. Have you tried this? This is the Ramatra.
Damn it. I thought that was MJF because they showed his watch and it kind of looked like MJF's. Damn it.
I know, right?
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. A little
that looked just like MJF's watch and how his suit. And how dare you, Cole? He did that on purpose.
Yep, that was by design.
And they're showing MJF right now. He's going to cause war by tonight.
It would be so poignant if he did.
Eddie, all of our Westerns always faster. Yeah, we always have. Normally, Siren's ahead of all of us, and then I'm ahead of Mr. Jacobs. I don't know. Sometimes it's weird.
I'm way ahead of all of y'all. Like, I'm already done the Adam Cole thing. One thing that I really enjoy is that they seem to be upping like the vignette production value and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't seem as thrown together kind of like backstage vlog feel as much as it is more like a put together cinematic bit now. I don't know.
Right.
I dig it. Like that looks very well put together. It wasn't just some guy sitting in his wheelchair in the back filming it next to a bunch of stage equipment.
That's on
very sports entertainment.
Tomorrow night is TNA Wrestling Sacrifice, Fallout, and Trolls band together on Peacock Movie. I didn't know. I haven't been following up on TNA. I've been keeping up with it to a certain extent, but I haven't been watching it. But I'm not actually watching. I don't think I'm doing. Well, I am doing something tomorrow, but I'll find out. I'll watch it. Dirana, thanks for watching. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing that right. Dirani. Mercedes Monet, I'm so glad she's back in the ring. I'm glad too. Yeah, she's been out for a while. Hopefully, she stays healthy. Joe is good, but not a great champion for AEW right now. And I like Joe. He's been a really he's a better champion than Hangman, I think.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Champion than Hangman Connor. He was the worst.
Well, you're probably right about that. World champion wise, yeah.
As far as a run, yeah, he's probably the worst.
Out of the people who's won it, probably so. But Hangman had some pretty good matches with Danielson,
but all of his promos were boring. He was boring. Remember when he brought that chair out into the middle of the ring and everybody just went like a collective sigh? Oh my God, here we go.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. You remember that. You don't want to, but it's there.
I'm trying to forget.
I'm really glad he won at Revolution. And I said Hangman would get the pin for the submission. He got it.
Yeah.
You really did. You called it like perfectly. It was so funny.
This is going to be really interesting because Wardlow could win, and Joe could retain.
Exactly. Wardlow was a believable opponent.
But I'm on the edge of my seat for this match. I've always liked Wardlow. This is probably going to be Wardlow too, but Joe. I've always liked Joe from TNA, WWE, Ring of Honor. I've always liked him. This is probably his last world title reign. I'm glad AEW. I'm glad AEW is booking him. Well, for me at least, I think they're booking him as a world champion really, really good. And WWE didn't once give him the world title. So I'm glad that he's going to end his career with one more world title run.
I mean, the man looks so good with that belt.
I think Samoa Joe. I think Samoa Joe had the NXT title. I believe he did. He held that.
Yeah, he did. He won the NXT twice, and then on the main roster, he didn't win any. He may win the United States, I think. Hey man, sucks. I think he will win it again. I think one day he will win it again. I think Moxley will win it again. Omega's gonna win it again.
I will say that Hangman's new craziness has been like the best stuff that he's ever done, in my opinion.
But it'll probably be a heel Hangman that wins it.
Right.
That would be cool.
The thing is, I can't say that he sucks. I don't think he sucks. I just don't think that his title run was all that, anything to write home about.
Yeah, I agree with that. I will say that I've never been a Hangman fan up until Collision last week or the week before. Yeah, that was like the moment for me where I was like, all right, this guy. But before that,
I don't know. I've seen some unexpected things happen on AEW, so and I've seen some people win that I didn't want to win, but I'd like to see Wardlow win it if he does win. But I would be fine if Joe won.
Wardlow fine either way.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, here lately on AEW, I think Wardlow's been cutting some really good promos. The first one he did by himself, and then on Collision, he cut a promo with Jericho. I thought those are both really good promos, and the crowd was really getting behind him. So I think that he's really improved on his promos and being able to talk.
Definitely.
He's really improved on that.
He definitely has.
Damn.
I was really hoping we'd get like one moment in this match where Wardlow would get to look at himself in the screen and show like that budding ego that he's got going on, but I don't know if that's going to happen. He's starting to get a little manhandled.
I feel like that's what Lex Luger would do in his prime.
Yeah, the total package. Yeah,
that's what he would do.
Because I remember back in the day when he was a narcissist or the narcissist in WWF, he used to have the women walk around with mirrors, and he would just be posing and stuff with the mirrors, having fireworks coming out of them for some reason.
I mean, I dig that though.
It was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool gimmick, though, honestly speaking.
I think Hangman will win it again. The heel. One thing I'd like to see, and you've talked about it, is Hangman, Brian Keith, and Bandito as trios champions. I think that would
sounds
be
really cool.
But they have to win the titles in Texas. They can't do it anywhere else. They have to win the titles in Texas because they're the bounty hunters, and it just makes total sense for them to win in Texas. And it can't be anywhere in Texas. It has to be in Austin, Texas.
Austin would be a perfect city for that. Hell yeah.
Because someone is from Austin that's been in wrestling, so there's a lot of cobweb. There's a lot of not what I was gonna say. Damn.
I like how they're just headbutting each other right now. They're just like, just gonna bring your skull to my skull repeatedly.
This really feels like there's just aggression there with these commercials. I got Mercedes in. She must have filmed a lot of stuff with her before she even debuted. Huxley was amazing. Yeah, I really like Luger. He's a really nice
Luger was awesome.
I met him twice. Well, technically 3 times, but I don't count the third time because it was embarrassing. But,
wasn't he there? Wasn't he at the last show? The Sting's last match. He was there. Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't allowed to be put on camera, but he was there.
I don't want. That's crazy. Why not put Luger on camera?
Yeah, Wardlow. Not Wardlow. Lex Luger said that WWE said that he could be there, but he couldn't be on camera. But he was there. Like there was a few other ones that was there. Eric Bischoff was there. Diamond Dallas Page was there, and they couldn't be on camera. It's stupid. Crazy. It's really stupid because it's Sting's last match. He's never. It's not like a competition thing. No one. It's Sting's last match.
At the end, they should have came out and hugged him. They should have all came out and gave him a hug.
Were you just talking about the Kevin Nash thing? Because I was going to say the Kevin Nash thing. I didn't know about that. That's harsh.
Yeah, Kevin Nash. He could have been there. He didn't want to show up.
That's crazy, man.
But he didn't. What a dick, dude.
But Kevin Nash has always been like that. He's always been always about money. Doesn't care if the product's good. Even if the product's good, all he wants is money. Like everything, it's like if you watch documentaries and stuff, he just cares about money.
Guess what, Kevin Nash? Maybe you would have been relevant again if you would have shown up. But you're not, and now people are just going to talk about how silly you are and how much of a little bum you're being.
I don't get way off topic. I don't know how to done that, but I agree. Kevin Nash, he is definitely someone that just cares. I just say cares about himself because he did care about some people, but it wouldn't have hurt him just to have been there, even if he wasn't on camera. At least some people showed up and they weren't on camera.
Next world champion, Swerve, Cole, Will, Okada, Evil Uno.
Oh no.
That one made me laugh.
Cruel, Johnny.
Evil Uno, that one made me laugh.
We're not friends anymore, Johnny.
Never know, man. But
that one got me. That Evil Uno got me, man.
He would have had to have had a whole new makeover. He'd have had to get on some Lex Express stuff, if you know what I mean.
Right, it's Lex Express.
Hey, actually,
I'll be your hero.
I think he's been doing.
I actually like that. I know a lot of people didn't like that, but I actually like the Lex Express.
Oh man, that was pretty cool gimmick though. I mean, he went all over, touring all over the U.S. and flexing on top of the bus. And
yeah, I met Lex Luger one time in WrestleCon, and I met him another time. And the third time, I don't know if I should talk about that, but I wasn't trying to meet him, but kind of bumped into each other. And then,
it happens.
Thanks, darling. I see you.
World News. Well, if you watched his last few promos, they were really, really good. And the fans were really behind him. So he is improving a lot on the mic. You can tell he's probably been practicing on that with people backstage, I bet. Or some wrestlers just get in the mirror and just talk to himself and cut a promo.
Sometimes that's how they get it down.
Like I remember watching a documentary and they just cut a promo on bar soap and they just to practice. Here's a bar of soap. Practice on a promo.
Right.
Fans are on Joe's side in Boston. We're doing the punches and it's boo for Wardlow and yay for Joe.
Ooh, nice power slam.
I like both of these guys, so I wouldn't be mad if whoever won.
No, me either. The only thing is if Wardlow wins, he can't like wuss out and be like, "Oh yeah, here you go, Adam Cole. You're the big boss man." He's really got to do something because I would be so disappointed if he just like does the whole MJF storyline thing all over it.
See, I never thought about that. I never thought about that at all, Siren. You could have a point there. I would hate to see that happen.
Like, I'm fine with Wardlow losing as long as they continue to use him and use him as a top star.
Agreed.
Right.
Because he built him up. He had these really good promos. He pretty much demolished Jericho in the ring. He won at Revolution. And then he's already beaten Joe, so he could do it again probably. So hopefully they still book him as a – I just don't want to see him disappear for months and then we don't see him. And someone bleeding.
Unless he has another movie to shoot.
Someone's bleeding.
There is some blood.
Oh, that's actually one of the best finishers in AEW. The move that he does from the corner to his.
And that's the thing. I mean, you don't see a lot of big men going off the top rope these days.
Next to the best in history of wrestling.
Oh.
I haven't seen that actually. Or I may have. You never know. Damn. But Sean Waltman that I've beaten up and he went. Well, Sean Waltman, he likes Sting, so it is low down.
Yeah, really. They're cool.
After all they did in WCW together and all that.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels is the one that got Kevin Nash into the WWF.
Yeah, I think Wardlow's mouse bleeding. Yeah, after all these, I mean, It's not even on WWE versus AEW. It's Friends last match. You're gonna waste too much time, dude.
Oh.
Whoever wins, if anyone gets the winner before I do, don't say anything. Damn it.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
I'm not saying anything. Oh, jeez.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. Before Joe retained.
I personally think how he jumped on that man's back was just so dope.
He put all of his weight on his back. All of his weight.
Right? That's what I mean. Like, he was like, oh, wow.
That was smart, though. It was smart of Joe to do. He used his weight to his advantage. It was smart.
Hopefully we see Wardlow still, though. Because he could be missing for months.
The man knocked him out. Oh, shit. He'll swerve.
I gotta do something.
Swerve kicking him out. There's some security they got. They got taken out by one dude.
I don't even know why they have security at this point. So yeah, they pretty much jobbed
the security from.
Yeah, they really just. They built Wardlow up and they.
I didn't like his face when he was trying to do like sweet country boy. I'm a good boy. Look at my suit. My hair's all combed back. I'm really a nice guy, Wardlow. I didn't like that. It was like 2 or 3 maybe promos.
This was probably the last chance he was given. I don't know. I feel like WWE would pick him up.
I know for a fact they would, because he has exactly what WWE is looking for, what they want.
Exactly. Look at him. Just look.
Hopefully they keep using him, because lots of times they build someone up and then after they lose, you don't see them in 7-8 months.
Or they like build up an entire storyline that is supposed to be really cool and then they just forget that they're doing it.
Yeah, they just drop it. For no reason, they just drop it. Like they don't even know if the feud's good or not, because they didn't give it time to progress.
That's the thing, though. They don't let fans take it in. They just assume, okay, this story's not good, we're gonna scrap it, or somebody will get injured and they'll scrap it. It's crazy.
I'm still waiting on the Righteous in AEW television. Like, they popped up once or twice to do the whole like we're the puppet masters of the devil thing, and then that's it. Still waiting.
They got lost in the shuffle.
They did, and they're so amazing. They're such like a unique.
I hope they still use Wardlow, but something tells me he's not going to be used hardly. Just because of the way the finish was, they kind of. He got beat clean. But that's kind of the way AEW treats big men. Even though Wardlow got beat by big men. So.
Yeah. Eric Rowan said that they don't. It's difficult for a big man to find a place in the world of wrestling today. So, it's up to the booker, I think. In how they utilize them. And if they're smart, they will make Wardlow like this huge monster heel that just runs over everybody.
Yeah, unstoppable, crazy monster. Just like Joe, like the unstoppable. He's inevitable. You need a monster to beat a monster.
What? You do want people to watch AEW, right? You do.
They're just itching for people to grab the remotes.
Whose birthday is it?
I love Okada.
I don't know whose birthday it is, but
it's Matthews.
Did you hear about the payday that Okada's getting, though? Jeez.
You know what, King? I agree with you. Heel Okada is officially, after this little thing here, he is my favorite human. I love him.
Yeah, it seems like we got a lot of
the way he looks at him.
Seems like we got a lot of new fans from our Revolution stream.
I missed you on your back.
I don't like seeing big guys with the third rope. I do like. There's Moonsault, but he almost broke his neck. I think it's kind of unique that some guys do that, because you wouldn't think a guy like Wardlow could do a swan Tom or Luchasaurus be able to do what he does. It's just very different, unique that 30 years ago you wasn't seeing. So it's different to see, but I don't think every big man should try it because some big men don't know what the hell they're doing. And they can do that and they land on their, like, kind of like Lance Archer. He did that before and he landed straight on his head.
Yeah.
So you don't
believe it or
not,
you don't want believe it or not, I mean, yeah. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, you don't want anyone having brain damage.
No, that's the last thing you want. I mean, believe it or not, Brock Lesnar used the shooting starplex in OVW before he got to WWE, and he used to hit it perfectly every time. I'm not sure what happened that one time when he did it with Kurt Angle. I guess it was just a heat of the moment, and the whole thing about it being WrestleMania and everything, it made him nervous, and he slipped and miscalculated the landing and almost broke his pretty much broke his neck.
Oh my god!
But you know,
yeah, pretty much. It was I like that he won by the Kokyu clutch because well, pretty much all of his title defenses. He's only had 2 title defenses, but he's won by that move. He beat Hangman by the Kokyu clutch, and he beat Wardlow by the Kokyu clutch. It's a pretty you could probably use that move in real life and really choke someone out if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, definitely, it works. It's effective.
We need a lot of price get over. I don't know about all that. I think things should be kept sanitary and clean. And
Connor has some horror stories. I don't know if you can see the war scenes flashing in his eyes like an old vet, but he was a ref in the Indies. So when he says keep it sanitary and stuff, he's seen something.
That makes a lot of sense.
I've seen way worse than spit on the camera.
That's what I mean,
I mean, yeah, it's a lot worse that could be done.
But I think Wardlow, as of late, like after that first promo he did, like the very first promo, ever since then he's improved a lot. Like not really in ring because we already know he can wrestle, but his character and his promos have been a lot better. Even the one with Jericho that he did on Collision was really good.
Yeah.
I think he will be. Hopefully, he will be a world champion in AEW because he can be one.
I think it's inevitable
because he looks like eventually. He looks like a world champion. Rainmaker. Hillocata. Yeah, like they in the video package they used some of the footage from New Japan and yeah, that was really good. New Japan and AEW. I'm pretty sure they could have gotten a lot of his TNA footage. That's real. Like the main one was when Jeff Jarrett slammed Sting through the guitar, and then that's the first time he really did the where he beats his chest. Like that was the nostalgic moment of that really starting. So I'm pretty sure they could have gotten that and Joker Sting and a lot of the old footage.
Yeah.
But I don't know how TNA's operating now since Scott D'Amour's not there. So
they seem to have somewhat of a working relationship with the WWE.
Yeah, I don't even know what's going on with that anymore because Scott D'Amour really put all that together. So
yeah,
I'm curious to see if that continues or. But yeah, I was shocked as well. Like that'd be easy to put some Sting TNA footage. Joker Sting was incredible. We actually seen Joker Sting All In, didn't we? I believe we did.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. And he started in the UK, so we had to do it in the UK. I am 2 big guys going on top rope as double fuck if you. Well, sorry for my language. Don't do it like it. Yeah, exactly. If you can do it like Luchasaurus or Wardlow, but if you do it like someone like I don't like to use Lance Archer for an example because I like Lance Archer, but one time he did something and then he landed right on his head. So
yeah, that was not pretty at all.
We should say that's a good question. I would say Saraya, but I feel like Saraya and Ruby Soho still has unfinished business.
Yeah.
So possibly Willow Nightingale, maybe. That's
Willow would be perfect.
Mercedes needs to come out again tonight. After the Willow match or something. Like she needs to do something during that match.
Yeah, just pop out.
I would jump on my seat when Mercedes came out. Welcome to AEW.
That's pretty exciting though. It's pretty cool.
Time for Okada in action. Yeah, Pac's in action too. I'm more excited for Pac in action than Mercedes debut. I've already said it before, but Pac is just I really, really, really like Pac. WWE called him Neville. It was a stupid name.
I think it was his ears. They were like Neville.
But once he turned heel, he kind of got he acted more like Pac in AEW. But they still only had him go like cruiserweight title, and that was it. You can't go higher than that. But in AEW, he's already exceeded that. It's a great time. I agree. It is a good time to be a wrestling fan. WWE's heating up. AEW is getting back on track. TNA's back.
I agree with that.
CEO versus DMD. Is that like
I would be down.
We always talk about that. How when she said CEO, it was kind of like DMD.
So, exactly. I think they're planting seeds right there.
Oh, make it a triple. No, don't make it a triple threat. I don't know what to do about that. maybe. I don't know what could happen. I don't know. Pac losing. That's when I'm getting out
that
of
was. Don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on that, John.
I was getting out of wrestling at that point.
The simultaneous from everybody was great.
Like Enzo could wipe the floor with Enzo if he wanted to.
Oh man, that was like some of the worst booking I've seen. I thought, and like probably.
But he had a good run as the cruiserweight champion on there, but in AEW, he's really the show. He's not just a mid-level talent. He could really be a world. I really think Pac could be a really good AEW world champion one day, if he ever won it.
Yeah,
he's already an international champion, trios. Maybe he'll be an
international champion.
Yeah, he was. I actually think that his reign was well. I think he probably had one of the best. Even though he didn't hold it as long as Orange Cassidy, I like that Pac went to Ireland. He went to Australia. Went to the UK.
You're right.
It's not always the length that impresses people, right?
Yeah, I like that. It's called the international title, so you're going international with it. But Pac is also the first double champion in AEW.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, he actually took the international title and actually went across the world defending it.
That's exactly it. Like, he actually had a phenomenal run with his international title. It was great.
Pac actually, I mean, not Pac. Orange Cassidy, he went to Reef Pro in the UK, and then he went to he maybe went international twice while he was but it wasn't like Pac though. It wasn't like a big deal or
Pac was all over the place.
Yeah, like Pac went to Ireland, and like there was one match they had it on Dark. They had it was Thunder Rosa against someone, and they had Pac against someone else on a Dark episode, and they showcased it on there, and it was really, really good. Both matches were really, really good. I feel like Ray Phoenix would have been in this if he was, because they got Pac, Penta, and Eddie, so they had to put Eddie to replace Phoenix.
Yeah.
I'd rather have Eddie than Commander though, so that works good.
I saw that coming.
But what about Commander?
Yeah, he's not a lucha bro. He's not a.
Say what you want about Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, but those boys can wrestle. My gosh, like I'm sorry.
No argument here with that.
You remember how we said that the camera guys get close to the women?
They just do it to the guys too.
Yeah. Would you see that camera shot of Okada?
Oh yeah, no, there was a solid one of Pac on the way out too. We were making
just right up there
jokes, and then they showed his booty, and it was just perfect.
Just right up there.
Oh yeah, no, they get pretty close, and that's why it's like everybody makes a female wrestler jokes. And I'm like, you guys, it's all about equality, man. We get booty of all types on AEW, okay?
You gotta get the ladies what they want to.
Exactly.
Hopefully not Manny Spears.
I'm sorry, but half the ladies that get dragged to this with their guys who are like, I love wrestling, probably are like, I love big, gorgeous men hugging each other. Let's just face it, okay?
Something there for everybody.
I believe him and Commander won a Rampage not too long ago. Yeah, he has been Pac is cool. I jumped out of my seat from welcome to AEW. I said go up Tony Storm and check it out. I think Mercedes should have to work her way out.
Yeah.
Deb, I really do. I do want to see her and Willow again. She did talk about that. The whole DMD thing that we were talking about with her CEO. I think these are some solid matches that she could have before she went after the title.
I think they could do Willow and Julia before Dynasty. Didn't have someone because Toni Storm is probably going against Deanna again. Because was it last Wednesday that they or was it Collision that Deanna came out and she attacked Toni? So I don't think they're done with Toni and Deanna.
No, not yet. And Deb, you gotta understand too. You have to understand also, Deb, that with Mercedes coming in, she can't just jump to the front of the line. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to build that up. You have to develop all that and create a story behind it so it's all believable and people will catch on to it. I mean, sure, you could just put her in the title picture right now, but I mean, what will we get out of it? Nothing.
And what does it do for your homegrown stars? It's like, hey, let's bring in, and then the talent you have there. Okay, well, doesn't matter.
Exactly.
But every big name that they've brought in has had to, like Punk worked his way up, Danielson, Cole.
What about Toni Storm?
Toni Storm worked her way up.
Yeah,
it took her a while to win it. Well, she won it, but she didn't actually win it.
Yeah, I was like, hold on a second, Connor. When was she in the title picture? How long was she in AEW before that bitch was in the title picture?
Yeah, I mean, it's more about the chase. It's more about the chase to the title. You want to see that chase.
She may have won against Thunder Rosa at Forbidden Door 2022 for the title, maybe. I don't know. I know pretty much every big name has worked their way up. Like the main three, Punk, Danielson, and Cole. Like they didn't get it. Like Punk had to work a whole year to get a title shot. So Mercedes Moné should be no different.
Right.
And I think the women's division kind of needs it.
Yeah.
But I think Mercedes should win it though.
She's going to win it eventually. She's going to win it. It's just give it time.
Made for gold.
Pac, oh, but Pac wouldn't actually be on our Electric World title, so I don't even want to see it.
Yeah. There you go.
But they actually have a Ring of Honor pay-per-view coming up, so they should be planning for someone for Eddie Kingston to go against for the All-Electric World Champion. But I don't want it to be Pac, because last year he wrestled 3 matches, and then once he wrestled in ROH, he got injured. So the ROH thing is a curse. Danhausen cursed that. Don't do it. If he goes against Eddie Kingston at the next pay-per-view, then Pac will be injured, and you have to wait all again next year.
I blame
Danhausen. Danhausen doesn't like Pac. For whatever reason, he does not like Pac. He cursed him last year. He only had 3 matches last year. He screwed him out of All In. He's going to screw again out of All In this year. He does it.
Long-term storytelling.
Pac versus Danhausen should happen. And if Pac wins, Danhausen needs to stop cursing. It's kind of like that pivot thing they did with Michael Nakazawa and Matt Sydal. When Matt Sydal nearly broke his whole body, and then they did the story where Michael Nakazawa put baby oil on the top rope, so that made him fall.
Yeah, I remember that. Where is he at these days? I haven't seen him in a long time.
I actually like Michael Nakazawa. He's very entertaining with the baby oil. Like not the
that's funny stuff.
Like not the laptop and like not the elite Michael. I want to see the baby oil, not Michael Nakazawa. Pac is the best man in AEW. He beat Kenny Omega his first singles match in AEW, and he beat him by submission. So if that doesn't prove that he's the baddest man in AEW, I don't know what will.
He's one of the baddest.
Yeah, he beat. It was All Out 2019 that he submitted Kenny Omega.
I can't definitively say that he's the baddest, but I'll say that he's one of the baddest.
The Faces will win this, my prediction. Yeah, they could. I don't think Okada would get pinned, though. It's probably one of the Young Bucks.
No, he's not getting pinned.
I like the Bucks. Pac is back, the bastard in AEW. Yeah, we've been without about. And hey, we're almost at St. Patrick's Day, so it's perfect that the bastard's back.
There you go.
Then maybe she can go after Tony. Yeah, either one would be good. I think Tony and Mercedes would be a good match and a good championship match.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Even Athena and Mercedes would be pretty good.
Oh, that would be fire.
I remember in WWE when they used to call Mercedes versus Britt and the same as Macho versus DDP.
I never thought of it like that.
I've never seen my. Well, what match are you talking about with Macho versus DDP? I'm assuming it would be WCW.
It had to have been like that was a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I forget what pay-per-view it was.
It would have to be WCW because when DDP went to
It was a WCW pay-per-view. I forgot which one though.
I want to say you probably know what it is, but if you say what it is, I'm going to go uncensored. I could be wrong there. Legendary.
That's actually
legendary.
cool, Olive.
Today I learned Trent Beretta worked for 2K Sports and did all the 3D modeling for all the wrestlers moves for Wild and 2K.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either. That's very interesting facts. Yeah. And Deb says, I'm so excited for AEW Collision, March 16th in Ottawa. Well, hope you have a great time. I'm assuming you're from Canada, so it's great to have another Canada viewer.
Sweet.
Yeah, it should be really good. AEW is having a full-on tour in Canada starting this Saturday. So
that's great.
It's not a full-on tour. They skip all of the middle.
Well,
all of me. They skip me.
Oh, you're not from Canada, so is Ottawa in Canada? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I don't know.
You are.
Yeah, Ottawa, I believe, is in Canada.
So you must be traveling for it then. I'm from Iowa. I'm just wrestling fans. Oh, so just traveling. Gotcha. So that's pretty cool. I traveled to a lot of events too. I was at a Revolution. I was at Revolution, so as a wrestling fan, yeah. If you have the money, I like to travel and go to events and stuff.
I highly recommend it. If you have the money for it, I recommend it.
We're gonna save up and go on a Jerry cruise.
I'd like to go on that.
Exciting.
But as Dusty, he's mentioned that like he's gonna pay on that for 3 years. I don't know.
I don't care. I'll save up. One day when I make it as a famous content creator, I'm gonna make it. I'm
just gonna get out in the ocean and jump on the.
You can sing "Sweet Caroline" with Chris Jericho.
Right. I just want to meet wrestlers in a somewhat natural habitat.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like where you're just chilling at the buffet and all of a sudden you're like, oh, hey, you like that? I like that. You like grape jello? I like grape jello. You know? I don't know. It'd be cool.
I know, right?
Grape jello thing.
Grape jello is awesome.
I never knew that was a thing.
Grape jello? You never had grape jello? They make jello in every flavor these days.
Like I've had jello in general, but I haven't had grape.
You're missing out, dude.
That's kind of jello.
You're missing out.
I'm gonna have to. I didn't even exist until now.
Dude, get yourself some grape jello. You'll thank us.
I like jello. I'm not to look for that in the store next time I go.
There's always room for jello.
Exactly.
There's always room for jello.
Oh,
yeah, that was good.
That was a rough landing on Pac's part.
Welcome to AEW, Okada. Ooh, damn. Yeah, that was a pretty. Please don't break your nose again.
Right. Don't break your face, please.
You don't broke your nose like 3 or 4
times.
This
is really good. I got the goose pimples.
Oh, he's got a belt. Snake Eyes. And the reason I know that move. The reason I know that move is because of our AZ Gaming, because Mr. Jacob says it.
Old school Snake Eyes.
Going for a seat. Oh, I kicked him down low. You son of a bitch.
I just love this, like the whole call the ref over.
You stole the damn win.
I told you, Okada is not taking a pin. He's not gonna take one. He's probably not gonna take one for a while.
They just stole the match. They didn't earn that win. They cheated their way to the win.
No, they completely stole that match. Completely. It was
Sorry,
blatant.
All right, burn in hell for it.
I am loving the heel Okada though. I gotta say, man, I'm digging it.
I think Okada is one lousy, no good son of a bitch, and I'm on record for that.
It's true.
You want to know?
I sold his soul to the devil.
You want to know who said all this stuff? Jim Ross said all this.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
Jim Ross said every word. He sold his soul to the devil.
If you guys ever hear me talking bad about a wrestler like that, 9 times out of 10, Jim Ross said it first.
Yeah.
I've thought it.
Well,
he actually got a family.
He actually said that about Eric Bischoff. He said Eric Bischoff is a no good, lousy son of a bitch, and I'm on record for it. I hope he
He'll stand on that too.
Hope he burns in hell for it. I don't know how he got Austin's records, but I'll never know. He should rot in hell for it.
And Jim Ross would die on that hill. He would die on that hill.
He made that really serious. And the next week, he said, Eric Bischoff was going to fire him, and he said, "You can take this job and shove it."
Take this job and shove it.
I like Jim Ross. Like a lot of the stuff I get comes from him.
The voice of our generation.
The Triple H stuff was funny. Damn you all to hell, Triple H. Damn you all to hell.
Damn you all to hell.
He hated Triple H.
Oh man, him and Triple H had the best rivalry.
Wow, we got a lot of these.
Because I was so busy. Then he actually worked with WWE as a wrestler too once upon a time. He didn't really make it. It was only for a little while, but he actually, I don't know what name he went by either. But I know that because in my WWE encyclopedia, he has a picture in there. He was on SmackDown. He was a jobber, really. He didn't really do much, but he was there for a cup of coffee, really. I just focus on dates during year far. So those dates, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. You did an hour and a half from. There's that's in Iowa.
I'm so jealous, Olive.
Might talk a lot of dates from other companies. Yeah, I've been WWE events, I've been TNA, I've been just about everywhere. Fuego del Sol's weekend. That's awesome. I've never met Fuego. Betty's probably a nice person to meet.
He seems like a cool dude.
He's so cool. I love his podcast.
Paul Smotherman, thanks for watching. I don't believe I've seen you comment on here before. Maybe you have.
And welcome, Paul.
But hello, Big Business. Yeah, big business was served earlier. But I still think we have some business to attend to tonight. 3 times wrestling and just had Ethan Page too. I like Ethan Page.
I love Ethan Page.
Ethan's so cool.
We have a joke in my community because I go by Siren, of course, but so they call me All Ego Siren Page.
I see what you do there. Yeah.
I mean, it's all the books and the fact that I'm like a giant egomaniac.
Yeah, we actually, for our Revolution, a lot of you guys, not everyone, but I'm feeling a lot of you guys come from our Revolution live reaction. We're getting a lot of people, and we have 2,000 views on that. So
yeah, we really appreciate it.
That's our most watched video ever. So thank you guys for watching that. Yeah, let's get this video to 1,000. It may be possible, maybe not, but yeah, I agree. Come over after his support Vince. I don't know really what he said about Vince. But
I'm not touching that one.
I don't care what he really said. I'll always love Jim Ross.
Yeah, exactly. If that's what he just do, that's his business. I'm taking from what he's given. I'm taking from what Jim is given to the business. That's what I'm taking from it.
He did
Everything else, I'm not even.
He did confirm today that this year will be his last year in wrestling period, pretty much, and this year will be his 50th year in wrestling. So I'm glad that he's going to be able to spend his 50th year in AEW.
Me too.
50 years in wrestling. That's a long time.
And at the same time, I don't think that JR really supported him. I think JR's always said that Vince was an asshole.
I know the one thing I've seen. He said that he couldn't believe that Vince McMahon let WWE get this so chaotic. Or I think just with the the stuff going on, he can't believe he let it get this messed up. And he is the victim. I don't know what he did.
I'm not touching any of that.
Oh, that's really cool. That's
that is nice.
My JR relic card. Me and my partner King collect them. We got a whole bunch. These are all the relic cards and stuff.
Oh wow, you got a lot.
That's pretty cool.
I got one not too long ago, but I need to start collecting more. Hey, I like Jim Ross. I'll always love him.
I agree.
Personally, for me, other reasons, I'm not going to share them here, but hey, if you're bored, do not watch Big Business on TV.
You're amazing, Paul, and I appreciate you.
And also, next week, Toronto. Yeah, it's going to be really good. I Quit match between Edge and Christian.
Edge and Christian, yeah.
Edge and Christian 3. Well, in AEW, it is 3.
The story continues in AEW. That's cool.
Yeah, they announced that match on Collision. Danielson and Ospreay.
Man, Ospreay's commanding that crowd.
It's going to be interesting to see how that goes.
In the palm of his hand.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how somebody's going to go because Ospreay is a really talented high-flying wrestler. Well, Danielson really doesn't do. He does high-flying a little bit. He's more of a technical wrestler. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they go against each other in the ring.
Yeah.
Is everyone sure that Nick Wayne's father isn't Will Ospreay? I'm looking at him in the ring. I'm looking at him in the ring, and I see Nick Wayne.
Maybe his older brother.
Way more filled out Nick Wayne. I honestly can't wait until that kid fills out.
No, Nick Wayne's gonna be a beast when he gets to let's say his 30s.
I don't think
like a luchasaurus sized man.
I don't think his mother's been honest to Nick Wayne. Christian Cage is not his father. That's his father right there. They look just alike. Like they could really play that into a story.
He looks more like his older brother, really. He looks like he's his older brother that picks on him.
They put him up for adoption. He got sent out to Australia.
So Martha Wayne, actually, Nick Wayne didn't know he has a brother, an older brother, and it's Will Ospreay.
Exactly.
Like Ospreay will give Nick Wayne a serious noogie.
Atomic wedgie.
How much I want to see is Edge and Will Ospreay. That would be kind of interesting. You've already beaten Jericho and Omega, so I don't think it'll be hard for him to beat Danielson.
I mean, I don't know, man. Don't count Danielson out though, man, because he's been breaking folks left and right lately.
Yeah, his record says it. He's got 62 wins. And only like 20 losses, maybe less than that.
Mm.
How can Danielson say prove it when he couldn't even beat Eddie Kingston at Revolution?
Good point,
What are you
Connor.
looking at over there, Ospreay? I don't know what you're looking at, but you need to stop.
The cue cards.
Will Ospreay could wipe the floor of Kingston and Danielson.
His eyes are kind of darting everywhere. I'm noticing that too.
I know
he's driving me absolutely batty. I'm like, what are you looking at, bro? Stop that. Make eye contact with the hard cam. Do it.
I know who he's looking at. He's trying to make sure Marina Shafir is not going to come out and ruin the whole damn time.
Throw her socks at him.
Boom! Another one.
He knows how bad it can get.
Right?
His career could end just like that. Like one, if she comes out, his career is done for.
That's like five Maria Shavir jokes, Connor. You on a roll.
His career is over. I mean, it's over. He's never coming back from that if she appears in this. Anything to do with him. Just retire, get a job at Walmart. Your career is over.
I think you're shopping at Walmart. I used to be a professional wrestler. I just hate that. Stop looking over there.
Yeah, you're kind of annoying now.
What is he looking? That's what I'm wondering now. I can't not look at it now.
I know. I'm like, are you reading a sign? Is there like somebody flashing their boobies over there? Like, what is so interesting, Mr. Osprey, that you can't make eye contact with a hard can? I can't do it because I have anxiety. Okay. What's your excuse?
Somebody heard a cue card up somewhere.
What did you say,
right?
Simon? What did you say? What did you say?
That's like there's somebody over there with their titties out. I mean, let me know. Like, I want to know. I'd be staring
they'll
too.
They'll catch me off guard. I mean, that's understandable.
I think I broke him.
Have you
never been to a Motley Crue concert? They're everywhere.
Yeah, that will
go to any concert anywhere.
That was funny.
Bobby! Oh, I'm sorry. You're so funny.
Yeah, that's the right thing to say, I guess.
Yeah.
That sounds funny.
Oh, it's funny.
My head hurts now. I laugh too much.
Big hugs. I'm excited. I'm excited for him to be in AEW.
This match should be Osprey and Kingston because Danielson's not the best wrestler in the world. Because how can he be the best wrestler in the world when he couldn't even get Kingston?
Yeah.
I mean, technically, that kind of makes Kingston the best.
So it should be.
So many people are like, whoa.
But then again,
hear me out, folks. Hear me out.
But then again, Danielson's beating bigger names and Kingston's beating his entire career. So. Best things in that order. That should be interesting. AEW World Tag Team Championship tournament. So the tournament market's going to be shown on Rampage. Tony Storm is teaming up for the first time ever. I don't think they've ever teamed up in an actual tag team yet.
I don't think so.
It could be wrong.
Tony tapped out and you DDT'd me on the ramp, then you've learned nothing about the virtuosa Deonna Purrazzo. If this is a numbers game you want to play, then let's play.
I absolutely love this.
Both next week in Toronto.
Ooh, that could be.
Yeah.
I know who she's gonna pick. Maybe
we'll stick around.
It should be the person that she has history with from TNA, but I don't know if she'll pick her.
Because it's headed straight up your ass.
What do you think?
Ooh.
It should be Ty Valkyrie.
I love
Ty Valkyrie. Yeah.
They were enemies and they were partners a little bit. More so enemies, but some tells me it's probably gonna be Mercedes Moné though.
You want to know the only satisfying thing to come out of the Bang Bang Scissor Gang, aside from this, was the fact that they were calling the cardboard juice box juice board, and then I kept calling him juice box, and now they call him juice box, and I'm very satisfied about that. But other than that, I have nothing else that I enjoy about that.
It came full circle.
Exactly.
You know they haven't defended the trios titles in 2 months now. They haven't defended, like not the ROH, but the AEW trios. They haven't defended them in 2 months. Like
I just thought about that too.
Like they're just there at this point. And it's easy to forget about it.
They're props. They're just props now.
They don't do anything.
Are you seriously doing this during this entrance?
You
watch this again and again. They're like, because he took that spot, so you have to watch it again and again.
Jeez.
Hopefully by Dynasty they set this up. Like eventually they can't drag this out too much longer.
I mean, we've seen them do it before. You know,
Swerve and Keith Lee vibes.
Exactly.
And I like both Keith Lee and Swerve, but that was they still haven't finished that story really. When you think about
It's still ongoing.
it, I don't even want to see it anymore. Like I thought they should not do it for a few years to really let it build up again.
Yeah.
Damn.
You can make it like Randy Orton and John Cena. They have that rivalry that spans over decades.
Yeah, I always liked the Cena and Orton feud.
That was a solid Invisible Man shtick. That looked really cool, Darby.
That was pretty cool. That was pretty impressive, though. I gotta say.
Yeah, 635 subscribers. Thanks.
Great.
He may have changed subscribers. I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, thanks everyone for subscribing and liking and watching our stuff. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, we really do.
Tonight has been really good, James.
Yeah, that match, Okada Pac 20. Yeah, that would be a really, really good match. That would probably top Ospreay and the Takeshita Revolution.
That's an idea. That's a good idea, Tony.
Yeah, they're going to Quebec, Calgary. They're going a few other places too. Edge for Cope versus K3. Yeah, something's gonna happen this time. Matt.
I'm sitting here and I'm looking at Darby's back and I'm going, "Oh, Mr. Jay White, please be gentle with him." And then I remember, it's not Jay White that I have to worry about being gentle with Darby. It's Darby.
Did he get that from the wrestling match or from?
I'm pretty sure that's from the match.
Or from climbing Mount Everest. So
a little
he already
both.
climbed Mount Everest? I'm guessing he's already done it.
Yeah, he's gonna climb Mount Everest after this.
Oh, after all
this.
He's got to have some stitches. He's got to have stitches.
Sting already.
That massive chunk, like even when they showed it there going off again, this spot right up here, he had like a solid chunk in his back. Yeah. Like it was pretty yucky. You could see the shining of it when the camera went over.
Sting just had his final match, and now Darby's having his final match.
He did say it though. He did call it as his final match, not like officially, but match. You know.
Sting, how come Darby doesn't get a big celebration? This is his final match.
Well, you never know. He might not come back. Like
he may never come back, ever.
That's the thing. Like a lot of people nowadays do climb Mount Everest. It's definitely more of like a tourist attraction than it ever used to be. For sure. But people still die up there, dudes. Like
their bodies up there.
Yes. So many because they can't get them out, which is freakish. Yeah.
Well,
right? It's not Jay White that you have to worry about taking care of Darby. It's Darby.
Brian, you are amazing. Yeah, she is amazing.
She's awesome.
Yeah, I like the new presentation too.
It looks great.
At first, I didn't. I thought it looked kind of like cheesy, but the more I look at it, the more I'm like, yeah, that's boss.
I really like the new theme song. I've listened to it a few times. It's really, really, really good.
It's catchy.
Yeah, this is his final match. I mean, Sting's not even at his final match. How could Sting, his mentor, his tag team partner, his best tag team partner, not be at his final match? Darby's never wrestling again after this.
Yeah, Sting chilling on the beach with a pina colada.
Yeah,
he doesn't see the hell in my mind's eye, and I can't see him without his face paint on, even in a beach chair. Is that weird?
No, it's not.
I always picture Darby with face paint too. So.
Right? I've seen it without face paint. Boy's cute.
Honestly, Davis, I couldn't tell you what they're doing with him. I mean,
that's the $1 million question.
I mean, they have trios champions, so just don't do anything with them. Like they haven't turned the child in 2 months. So hopefully that changes soon.
He just throw himself into that.
James Hayes received my tickets in the mail today for Charleston, West Virginia.
Awesome.
That's pretty good. Someone else recently said that they were going to AEW in Charleston, West Virginia. I don't know who it was, but someone else said it may have been you, but someone said that they were going.
Have a blast.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people in the chat's going to AEW.
I'm so jealous.
Well, he's not going to have. He might as well eat all the best food.
He
Might as well eat all the good food he can for that trip. Like eat all your favorite food because it's going to be your last time eating it.
Oh boy.
By the way, James is the one who told me yesterday that you guys had started because daylight savings time screwed me up. So James came into my stream and was like, "Hey, aren't you going live on AEZ Canada today?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro, that's at this time." And he's like, "Yeah, bro, that's now." Oh shit!
You're not the only one that's been screwed up by daylight saving time. It happens.
We don't do it. That's why it messed me up.
Yeah.
We don't do it. So when you guys changed your time and I asked you if it was still at this time and you were like, "Yeah," it changes for me.
Stinging Lights anime event gym. Was that the match? Stinging must have been. So they actually had a gym together, like main gym event, main event gym.
I'm sure that's happened.
Sarah Silverman hosts Stupid Pet Tricks, all new Mondays at 9 on TBS and anytime on the app.
Dang it. Might as well leave it all on the line in this match. I mean, go all out. I mean, if there was any time to go all
it's every time you go all out. It's right before you're climbing the tallest mountain in the world.
Exactly. Do a table, do glass again, do barbed wire, do everything.
Go out with the bang.
All out, you know, this is your
fireballs.
Whip out another ladder, another, bunch of chairs, big old glass. Let's do that spot again.
This is your last
match. Some explosives in. Why not bring some explosives in?
I mean, you only get one last match. Well, we thought you only got one last match, but other people decided to have more than one last match, like Ric Flair. But this is Darby's last match. I feel bad for him. I hope he has a good trip.
I'm pretty sure he and I have the same pair of jean shorts.
I'm gonna miss Darby. I wonder when the funeral is gonna be at.
They'd have to get him down from Everest first.
Yeah.
Hopefully, no one thinks I'm actually wishing he would die.
No, gosh,
it's all sarcastic, folks. It's all sarcasm.
I don't want him to
just
die.
Joking around.
I don't even think he should be going on this. If I was AEW, I wouldn't clear this.
You gotta put a disclaimer down there.
But if this is something he's passionate about, I guess. Go on them out.
They're all jokes. We're just joking around, people.
Yeah, some people can take it.
Except for when Connor talks about Marina Shafir.
No, I mean every word of that. I mean every. Like I don't want to take Marina Shafir. Like I would rather watch what is a dull movie out there? Like I'd rather watch one of the dullest movies than watch her match.
I'm waiting for that shoulder pad of his to start leaking.
Ugh.
Cause he got stundedly tossed into some stuff now. He is
like
being very gentle with it. Like you can see that when he lands, he's like trying to protect it as much as possible. But like,
yeah,
there's only so much
right on the back.
when you're tossing your body into stuff.
Right on his back.
No, TNA's hiring. Maybe Marina Shafir could work there.
TNA's hiring.
So Kurt Angle said.
I remember that. He said it on Raw. I remember that.
Yeah, TNA's hiring. He told it to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn, yep.
Oh, don't you dare woo. Get out of here and your little wannabe singer flash.
For a second, I thought Jay would take the bandages off. I was like, don't do that, please.
Yeah. Juice him up.
Let's not ever do that.
Yeah, Juice. That sucks to hear now. Not your comment, but
we're not going to touch on that right now.
This question is for you. Do you love the Bang Bang Scissor Gang? Question is no. I do not love the Bang Bang Scissor Gang. I love the Bullet Club Gold, and I love the Acclaim by themselves. I like all of those guys in the group. I like all of them.
I agree.
I'm just not a
like
fan
them separate, not
I'm
together.
Not a fan of them together.
Right.
Not even just titles. It's just not a group that I'm like. I like Bullet Club Gold by themselves. They feel like more of a DX group. Like when Collision first started, like all four of them came out in like what was like screw things, and they came down the
Oh,
ramp.
he got a lot of stitches back there, bro. That ain't just a little cut. That is like a big old nasty, yucky, grody gash.
Yeah. But I do like all these guys, but I'm not a fan of I don't love the Bang Bang Theory.
Not a fan.
Think of how much muscle is right there, and how much you need to move that.
Hopefully, Jay White gets more free matches this year. Hopefully, they put this trio. I think the next AEW Trios champion should be Bullet Club Gold, Jay White and the Guns. I think they would be really good Trios champions. And then they could do BCC versus Bullet Club Gold.
Darby, you crazy son of a bitch.
I think that would be a really good match. Oh, that was a good forearm.
I just want him to stop landing on that spot. Stop it.
That's what I'm saying. Like he keeps on doing it.
Yeah, and he like rolls up off of it, and every time I see him like even just move his shoulder just right where it is, I'm like, that is in some serious musculature, dude. Please stop pulling on him like that.
And you know that every move that he makes is in pain. He has to be in pain every move he makes.
Well, he was supposed to be on here. We were supposed to do an interview before, but there was a little bit of miscommunication. But we do plan on booking him for an interview again to get that done. But we have a lot of interviews in the works, so it's not just two. We have a lot of other interviews, but we do plan on getting him on here pretty soon. It could be as soon as next Wednesday. But if we do get him on here, stay tuned for our socials, Facebook and Twitter mainly. That's where we'll post it. So yeah, I still plan on making that happen. It just wasn't able to happen tonight.
It happened.
Oh, he did Sting's finisher.
Oh.
Is that going to be Darby's new finisher?
I don't know, but it's pretty cool.
It looked good. He did really well.
It looked really good.
How dare you? You did the finisher, and then you allowed Jay White to get his foot on the rope. Sting would have known better and would have pulled him away.
Steve will not let that happen.
That was good, though. He did
it. Oh, my gosh.
I was going for a coffin.
Darby, you got to stop doing that.
Right?
Damn it, Darby.
Stop landing like that. Stop it.
Damn it, Darby.
Ooh,
that's going to be my catchphrase when it comes to him. Damn it, Darby.
That's how you. He's going to be in a wheelchair by the 8. He's going to be in a wheelchair pretty soon. That was rough.
Jeez.
He may not even make it to Mount Everest. So if he doesn't make it to Mount Everest, he doesn't die.
Jeez.
100%.
That was unnecessary.
Oh, he walked right into that.
Yeah, I agree, Taz. I was sitting there.
Jesus Christ, man. Darby's got to stop doing that shit, man. He's going to end up messing himself up really bad.
Jay White gets the win.
He's not Jeff Hardy, man. I mean, he can't keep doing that to himself.
Well deserved. Jay White.
It makes sense that Jay White wins.
Yeah, because he's fixing to. Well, does this matter?
Darby killed himself. All he had to do was go in there and pick the scraps.
Pretty much. But this is Darby's last match, so might as well have Jay White go over. What a career Darby had. Amazing career. He won the TNT title 2 times or 3 times. He won the tag titles. He had a lot of good matches.
Be careful.
Thank you, Darby Allin. What a career it was. Now, Jay White, can you please drop the Bang Bang Your Game and go for those titles? I think Bullet Club Gold will look better with actual gold, not silver. Because technically the ROH belts are silver.
I like the silver belt. I look ugly in gold, but you know.
But just because they call Bullet Club gold, they need to have some real gold. And don't shake his hand. There you go.
No, they're gonna. No, they, it's a.
That was more
trap.
like it. Thank you. That's a good.
That makes a lot more sense.
That's a better way of saying goodbye, Darby.
Yay!
Damn.
Yay!
They're gonna try to
Darby's getting his ass kicked. He ain't got no Sting anymore. Sting
Who's
can't
gonna run out to save him now? Who's gonna come out now?
His mom, maybe.
His mom.
I don't know who.
His mom.
My dog's like, stop getting so excited. Are you all right? No, I'm not having an anxiety
Who
attack.
is
I
this?
swear, this is happy
Siren
emotion.
knows who's coming out.
I do.
Somebody's gonna come out.
Come out already. Because Siren already knows and I want to know. Damn it. Why are you coming out here?
Oh,
Because it is time for them to disperse. Damn it!
No one
wait a
wants
second.
to
What are they
make it.
doing here? Okay, are they okay? They're stopping. Okay, they're
Break the group
saving
up.
Darby.
This group is not working. Get a divorce. File for divorce.
I mean,
No
they're
one
both
wants this
they're both on
relationship
different
to
sides right now. I mean,
No
one
one
side
wants
wants
this
to beat the hell out
relationship
of
to happen.
Darby. The other side wants to save
One group needs to file for divorce.
him.
Someone
Filed for divorce.
Yeah. The marriage is done. This group didn't work out.
File the papers.
Mm-mm.
Billy Gunn, you're pretty much washed up as it is, so
Oh, I
You could
disagree with
grate
that,
Parmesan
Connor.
cheese on that, man.
I disagree with that one, Connor.
I'm just
Fifth
kidding.
Gun can go.
I'm
I
just
know
kidding.
you are.
I'm just kidding. I just said that as sarcastic.
That man has a nicer body than, like, I want to say at least 40 to 45% of that locker room.
Austin,
I'm
I don't know
pretty,
if
yeah,
Austin
that's
Cole,
accurate.
but- all right, beat up Billy Gunn and end this group.
I should pray to look that good when I'm as old as he is. I'm not
Yes,
calling him an old man. I'm
Yes.
just saying he's up there.
thank God. It was about damn time.
Finally.
The group sucked. Now they are officially divorced.
See, I told you they're going to implode on themselves eventually. You just have to wait to watch.
The group
I
is
didn't
done.
think it was going to split in
You
this
just have
way.
to watch and wait. I mean,
I don't care how it ended. I am glad it's over.
I called this. I said they're going to implode on themselves, and they did.
Thank you, Jay White. Well, actually, thank you, Tony Khan. I feel like he's been watching our podcast all night. For the
Right?
past-
Like, he's like, okay, we've got to do something. These wrestling fans
It's
are
up there in
getting
that ivory tower paying attention to us little people.
Here is a way to. Oh no! Don't do it.
Not everyone loves the acclaim. Because Bullet Club Gold. I don't know. I'm trying to rhyme with something. I'm not really.
I made some solid connections.
Well, there goes Billy. Billy, you need to go find Chuck now. I don't know where Chuck went. Billy and Chuck.
Well, don't break his ankle. How's he going to climb the mountain?
Yeah, he's not going to get to Mount Everest at this point. Cancel the trip. You can't walk.
Good way to write him out of there, though.
He's
It is.
really going to
It
do
is
that.
a good way to write him
He's
out.
really going to climb Mount Everest, and he might. Damn. Sting, how are you not here? You're letting your child get beat up.
Right?
He had to
He's like,
retire.
I'm retired.
At least, where's Sting's sons at? Where are you guys at? You helped Darby at Revolution. Somebody.
Please don't relate him to Angle in any way.
Angle?
Oh, King was like, he's gonna be like the new Angle. I climbed a mountain with these stitches in my back and a broken leg. You know?
Broken freaking neck.
Yeah, I was like, don't relate Darby Allin to Kurt Angle in any way, please and thank you. Please and thank you.
I'll be right back. I'm taking a bathroom break.
You're not allowed to pee, Mr. Jacobs.
Well, at your calls, you got to answer.
I mean, I suppose.
Hey, Matt. They did confirm Dark Order versus Best Friends, I believe. I'm glad to see Best Friends back and Dark Order.
I love Dark Order.
They may have announced the matches, but I know that match for sure. And they said that the tag team tournament bracket would be revealed on Rampage. It actually starts Saturday. The tournament starts Saturday, but they'll release the bracket Friday.
Because it's the pros who are
But,
out there pulling together dozens
question,
of
what they
projects
think of
together,
my
and they know where
Yeah, I like
is always in
anything with Jay White. I
at
like.
Floor and Decor.
Who remembers? Apparently they banded moves.
Right? Yeah, I remember when they were talking about that, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's so dangerous." Now they're banning this and this, and
I don't think they banded anything at this
I don't
point.
think so.
Thank you, Johnny. We definitely plan on getting a lot of people on here more often. There we go. How's it going?
Yo, what's up, man?
Nice shirt, bro.
I'm feeling so mid today. I'm so tired.
I'm always at the top end of mid.
But I feel like it's always a good reminder to just remind people how awesome MJF is. And let's not forget about that.
Solid plan.
Yeah, a new member or potential member of the All Zone, the Dove guy. We've been talking on Twitter I still call it Twitter. Been talking for a little while. We glad to have him on here. We've been talking for quite a bit now. So it's great to finally have you on.
Yeah, man, absolutely. How are you guys? How are you guys liking the show?
It's been really, really good. I like the last thing we seen, the end of the Bang Bang Scissor Gang.
Which is exactly what you guys were talking about last night, because I popped into your stream last night and I'm like, this group has got to go. I mean, it's just not working. I mean, it was never working for me.
The only thing that worked was when they came together and they put the gun in the scissors, and that was it. And other than that, nothing.
But I mean, again, so first of all, I like the Gun Club. Like, I like the brothers. I like them a lot. They're actually really cool people. I've actually hung out with them a couple times. I really liked Jay White in New Japan, but I just don't. Something's not translating for me here, and I'm not sure how to describe it.
It's hitting different.
It's hitting different because the Switchblade was like a cool thing in New Japan. Like, he just had vibrato to him, and here it's just so underwhelming.
He's made out to be very cheesy.
I'm really hoping. I know someone said in the chat. Let me find who said that. Here it is, Paul Smallman. They said, I think I know what's going on. It's going to be a title match at Dynasty. We all thought that was going to happen in Revolution. But I could definitely see a claim of Billy Gunn versus the Bullet Club Gold. And I would hope that the Bullet Club Gold win the AEW Trio titles. Because technically the Ring of Honor titles are silver. So it would be nice for Bullet Club Gold to actually have gold,
Makes sense.
And then, one of my Trios dream matches now is Bullet Club Gold as the Trios champions against BCC. I think that would be a really good Trios match.
I guess my question would be is like, who fills out that division? Like, who are the other contenders?
In the Trios?
Correct.
They don't have many. Really.
House of Black, Dark Order. If you made that the Bounty Hunters trio would be really dope. Death Triangle, Best Friends. You got some peoples. They're
just not utilizing them.
Well, so I think Trent is hurt.
Yes, I believe so.
Or not Trent. Chuck Taylor.
Yeah,
well, you got other people in Best Friends. Put Danhausen in there. Or Rocky Romero.
Well, they actually
wait. Isn't Rocky Romero like the champion of some other promotion right now, or did he lose that title? Does he still have that? I remember he had a title for.
I'm not even sure if he still has it or not.
Okay, I might be behind. Yeah.
They did show Rampage that Best Friends are going to be teaming up together to go against Dark Order. So I'm guessing Chuck Taylor's Spear now.
And I really like Dark Order, just to be clear.
I love Dark Order. I've been challenging them.
Johnny Hungry, I think, is a really super cool dude. I like his whole thing. I mean, he's just A++ to me. And just even the moves that he does with, I can't think of the other guy's name, but they have a solid the way they work is very,
You're
very
talking about Dark Order?
Yes.
Hungy and Reynolds.
Yes. Correct.
Don't worry, I only learned Reynolds' name so I could be like, that's the one member of Dark Order that I don't like, and I was tired of calling him that guy I don't like. So
well, I was thinking, I was like, oh, 10. I'm like, no, but he's like in the other group now, which
Preston
doesn't
Vance
exist.
is now in LFI.
Yeah.
And they don't use him enough. I don't know why they'd ever put a mask on Preston Vance to begin with. That man is gorgeous. Why would you mask that? But they don't really utilize him a whole lot in LFI.
I actually heard this from Rey Mysterio, actually, that lots of times a lot of the guys who wear masks or face paint is a really shy in person. So when they have a mask on, or like especially someone like Preston Vance is just now getting on TV to feel comfortable with yourself. Eventually, they feel enough to take the mask off.
Well, you would have to explain Brian Cage to me.
Well,
because I feel like people should know who Brian Cage is at this point. So, you know, they got him painted up like, you know, I mean, a prettier.
I think it does that more. I think it does that
like
more
like a prettier clown, and it's kind of like, is this needed? Or I mean, because the guy can go. He's a great wrestler.
If you look at his paint, it's usually a machine chunk in his face.
Oh,
yeah,
so is it like a Terminator thing,
kind of thing,
like then, or
like a Terminator thing?
Yeah, because he's the machine.
I really like that.
I like the energy she brought right there. She's like, she's the machine,
right?
Yeah, man.
You haven't seen nothing yet.
You'll get to know me. I'm trying to gain muscle right now.
I was like, are you gonna welcome us to the gun club? Or are you in the gun club? Like
one day, they call me Big Mama Pump. So.
Big Mama Pump.
Yeah, someone called. Yeah, I can't remember who that was, but yeah.
Yeah, they call me Big Mama Pump. I think it's Olive, actually.
Yeah, it was. But I was looking up the last rankings for the trios, and FTR and Garcia was actually in the top 5, but also BCC, Dark Order.
And so I guess the rankings have just went away.
Yeah,
I actually really love FTR and
they came back with 2
So FTR is my favorite tag team. Period. Full stop. I love them. I think they're fantastic.
My favorite tag team. No.
Yeah, FTR has been one of my. I went to them in NXT when they were against DIY. Those were some really, really good matches. Like they've all
DIY was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Well, so I mean, again, like they're doing things that I don't know tag teams should do, like use tag ropes. That apparently no one else actually does that, and I don't know why. You know, it's just always interesting when I watch, you know, Young Bucks matches and they kind of just hop in and out of the ring, like at random times. And I'm like
spot for spot.
Is this a tornado tag match? Like, did the rules just change after the
EVPs? There are no rules for EVPs.
Exactly.
Well, see, but they weren't EVPs until like 2 months ago. So
they've always been EVPs. They just never advertised it. But then the internet was like, they use their EVP power for everything. So they're like, okay, let's do that.
Exactly. They're just being what everybody thought they were, what they thought they were in the first place.
I love it so much. I love it.
So it was funny tonight actually when they what did they do? They called Okada by his full name, like they're doing the whole Nicholas thing, and I'm like, that's good. That's funny. Like I chuckled at that. I'm like, I wasn't really on board, but that made me laugh.
The Okada telling the guy to sing "Happy Birthday" to Matthew, and then he's like, "No, sing." I was like, "You are officially my favorite man in this whole company right now. I love you so much."
It was almost too funny.
Okada is just fantastic. He's absolutely fantastic. I've been a fan of his for a long, long time. I mean, that's a huge W for AEW to get Okada. I mean,
I agree.
Holy.
Let's go. Switch goes to win. Yeah, he beat Darby clean. I believe he's beat Darby twice now clean.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
Is it clean?
No, it's
is
twice.
It clean when he's like falling apart?
Well, I mean, I guess let's be honest.
Darby did that to himself.
I mean, I guess let's be honest. Jay needed some W's, right? Like
he really did.
I mean, I agree with that.
Taking quite a few L's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is. Yeah, he beat Darby twice now clean.
That's me.
I kind of didn't understand why. I mean, I guess he had to get the win, but to beat Darby after Revolution when he's kind of on this push.
Why bury your talent if he might get buried on a mountain and never come back?
Oh wow. Okay, so I was not going that far.
Well, we were talking before you came on. We were talking
go there here.
That was like so heavy for me. At like,
basically,
why would he win if he's gonna go die somewhere? Like,
we gotta
he was really awesome. That sucks. He's dead now.
Sure that Juice Crawley won't be back next year. Wow. Yeah, back surgery.
I mean, so like, let's talk about Juice, right? So like, can we also say so I'm gonna say something. I feel like the cardboard cutout is actually more over than Jay White at this point. Like,
you know what? I can't argue with that. Honestly.
Right? Like, do you see the pops when they raise that cardboard cutout out? Like, it's huge.
Oh, yeah.
The fans go nuts over it.
I'm popping for it. I'm like, yeah, that guy. Like, let's get him more TV time.
I like when they gave him the belt.
Yeah, yes, that's right.
Like, that was golden. I was there for that. Yeah, no, I'm totally for it. He's my favorite member of World Cup Gold.
And actually, Juice was doing some pretty good work actually before he got hurt.
I honestly did not like him when he came in. I was like, who is this feral homeless man that they let into the locker room?
Feral homeless man.
And I love him. I just love him.
He's the guy who's married to Tony Storm.
He's the guy who I bet you.
So that's who that guy is.
We know that RJ wrote Timeless, but we know that Juice Robinson looked at her and it's like, okay, now you take that and you dial that all the way up. Like,
yeah, speaking of that, we got a lot of hidden gems on here. RJ City wrote the Timeless character. Not a lot of people know that, but RJ City is behind that whole thing.
So that Timeless character is one of the best characters I've seen in a long, long time. I mean, she's owning the F out of that character. I mean, tell me when I'm telling lies.
Right.
No, you're telling 100% truth right now. I
heard about it and I never got to see it.
So
sure, it's on her OnlyFans.
So the main event is going to be the women tonight.
Nice. The women got the main event tonight.
So Mercedes is coming out again, probably.
Which I kind of like because like Mercedes opening that she main evented a woman's pay-per-view in that building, and then for them to have a main event as women, I'm like, check the box. Like someone's smart here and they're thinking, and like this makes sense.
Exactly.
It was so well done.
Especially, and I talked about this yesterday. I want to see a Willow heel turn and embrace the dark side.
Thank you.
Like, if that happens, and then she's just like, hey, Mercedes, you're nothing, right?
Yeah.
They do need to pick up that feud from the Strong Championship. They do.
I'm with that 100%. A heel Willow would be badass, though.
Oh yeah,
this is people don't like the booer. You gotta find a way to make her a good.
You can build on that. Like even Stokely, just like, hey, so I was never actually into Chris. Like I was just playing her out because I really wanted to get to Willow, right? Like,
okay, I see what you're saying.
You could definitely do that. I'd be for it.
I think done the right way, that'll be nice.
Now, the other thing that I was actually talking about on, is it Twitter? Is it X? I don't even know what it is now.
I just call it Twitter.
I'm calling it Twitter. I'm not.
I still call it Twitter. I'm like, X doesn't feel right to me.
I'm not going to conform.
Rage Against the Machine, man.
Right.
What was I saying? Can we just talk about how everyone's talking about, who should be the first match? Willow, Serena Deeb. All these people. Can we talk about now we have the possibility of Mercedes versus Billy Starks, which was a Bayley fan, and that story writes itself right there.
I never thought about that.
I don't think that Billy Starks will be moving up to AEW for a little bit. I think she's going to take the spot of Athena in ROH and become that queen of ROH for a bit. I honestly don't see her moving straight up to AEW right away. She could own ROH just the same way that Athena does right now. Like,
but let's talk about the Forbidden Door, how we just kind of jump around from things.
I mean, that happens a lot. I don't even think there's a door in between ROH and.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Like, she doesn't have to move. It's just like she's just like, I'm going to come down here or I'm going to come up here and like. just try and own you, right?
I would watch that. I totally would. And I think, I mean, in that same vein, I would also love to see Athena. Athena's my favorite lady wrestler. I love her so much.
Athena has been putting in maybe the best professional wrestling of any woman. I mean, her matches, I think, have been all 4.5, 5 stars, like just over and over and over.
She's been killing it.
Her promo work is absolutely flawless. Her character work is great. When Billy did the turn and like flipped on her right after the ceremony,
all
and
of
she
that
like
was
laying
great
on the ground, bleeding, and cackling, I was like, "That's glorious."
All of that was so fantastic.
Oh my god, so good.
So I've been a fan of Ring of Honor for a long time. Ring of Honor has actually been putting on good stuff for years. Years and years and years. Like literally my favorite wrestler in the world, Kevin Owens. Got me back into professional wrestling. I've actually told him this like 1,000 times. I'm like, dude, like 2011 Ladder Wars with him and El Generico, which is Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
I'm like, I fell back in love with professional wrestling at this moment. Like
incredible match.
Like you did this for me. Like
made you believe again.
So Kyle O'Reilly.
And on top of that, I just want to like say I am so glad Kyle O'Reilly is back. I like that dude.
Yeah, just Kyle O'Reilly is officially returning in the ring this Saturday on Collision.
I like that dude, man. He's a cool dude, and I mean, Red Dragon was a fantastic tag team.
Yes.
Again, Ring of Honor.
I feel like at some point they got to bring Bobby Fish back. They got to get Red Dragon.
Right?
They got to get Red Dragon. They got to get Red Dragon back together.
You can't. I mean, yeah, you can't have it without Fish. You can't do any of that without Fish. I mean,
even though he did some, which I don't.
Yeah, I'm abstaining from all of that. I had a really good conversation with Bobby Fish where we talked about wrestling at the 2300 Arena, and that dude, he knows his stuff. Yeah. Like he really does.
Stupid the game, as they say.
Like I still want to see the Undisputed Elite versus Elite one day because they were supposed to do that, and then first Kenny got injured.
Yeah, Kenny got hurt.
Adam Cole got injured, and then Kyle got injured, and everything just went to hell. It looked like
I thought Kyle was going to turn on them, and then when they hugged it out, I'm like,
oh, there's Mercedes.
You're your own man, dude. Like, branch out.
I think they're gonna do Kyle versus Strong for international title. I bet.
I would love to see that.
So that's another person. So Roderick Strong is a fantastic wrestler, but his character work has really never been there. And the stuff that with the wheelchair and all that stuff, I'm like, dude, you are so intriguing and fantastic. Like I told him actually at Collision, I'm like, dude, you and Matt Taven are doing fantastic work.
His current character is apparently based off of one of his children.
Really?
Yeah, because he says like one word really loud and then the rest normal.
I didn't know. Oh wow.
There you go, tidbit of information for you.
That's a nice Easter egg for us to take.
Well, I like it.
I think it's funny as heck. So
that was the thing. Like I found myself. So this is one of the reasons why I love AEW, because AEW reminded me that you can do comedy has a place in wrestling, and it doesn't have to be cheesy 80s comedy. It can actually be smart comedy for adults, right?
Right.
It's like I'm not 12. Like I want to laugh too, right? Like I live on my own, right? But I want to laugh. But I don't need like pies and. Now, full disclosure, I like pancakes. Like pancakes are okay, right?
Who doesn't?
Let's not knock the New Day. Pancakes are cool, but everything else.
The booty holes and all that stuff, and the booty hole cereals.
Well, I just think there's a place where you can be funny, and it doesn't have to be like over the top, like raunchy, corny stuff.
I believe that there is a place for a lot of different things in wrestling that people don't think there are. I think that the ridiculously comical gimmicks are supposed to be that have their place. I think the theatrical, the supernatural, like the all of these things have a place. And it's because back in the day, I mean, like it was when they talk about the WWE universe, I view it as like the Marvel universe, like a comic book universe, right? And it's like a universe based on the strongest person is the most powerful. They are the most important, and that is having all of those different types of gimmicks and characters and stuff just brings it into its own universe. It really makes it more unique. It's not just reality anymore. It's like you got I miss the strongest alien in the Andromeda Galaxy, Chris Statlander. I don't know what.
So that whole boot thing she did with the nose, I thought that was just fantastic.
Right? Like, but what is she now? She tried to do the mama's home, and like when she was squatting Lexi Nair, she tried to do so many different things, but nothing has stuck so far. So
that's the thing. People have to find their niche. Yeah. Like, and their personality with their characters. And to go back to what you said about the supernatural, let's talk about Malachi Black, who has one of the best entrances, the whole aura of that, the supernatural, Brody, like the whole House of Black. The entire thing is so perfectly produced. And it's like,
the lighting and everything works.
I'm like, this guy's evil, man. This guy's here to kill. I mean...
They did the whole resurrection thing with Julia Hart, like raising them from the dead. Yeah. That was so
and now Julia Hart is a freaking star.
She was a priestess star. She's like the priestess of the House of Black, and I love that.
Do you remember when she was that cheerleader and it was ridiculous? And I was like, this isn't working.
I really like if it wasn't for like a lot of people like to trash Malachi, but if it wasn't for Malachi, I think she would probably still be a cheerleader.
Exactly.
She wouldn't be there. So Julia Hart is. I'm gonna make a comparison here. Like she's obviously not there, but like she has like a Michael Jordan feel to her because look what she did for Sky Blue. Look how Sky Blue has transitioned into this believable kind of beast. Like the pairing of them works. There's some edge to her now. I'm like, you know what? I want to see more of Sky Blue every week. Every week.
That's a good point.
She doesn't feel like a cookie cutter Billy Starks kind of lookalike anymore. You know what I mean? Like they had the same entrance, man. The same entrance down to the leg over the ring, and it was the same thing. Like, and now it's different, and she's really set herself apart, and I like that. I feel like it's different.
And also. Yeah, also it's multi-dimensional. The characters has different elements to it. Like it's not just not just Julia Hart. She has different sides to her, and like she has different these different kind of personas that kind of come out of her, and then she has this dark persona.
Now, full disclosure, I guess like I've always been a fan more of heels than faces. Yeah. They usually have more character and depth to them, right? I don't know. I guess you have those what you call tweener characters that are kind of like face and heel, like I don't know. Punk has been a tweener. Like MJF is like a tweener. It's like, am I cheering him? Am I booing him? I don't know. Like,
I'm always cheering MJF.
She's got a lot of tweeners.
That's the correct answer.
MJF is national treasure.
So it's AEW. AEW is nice to meet you.
Hey, what's up?
James, wonder how long since it's weird because they said that they suspended him, but after the stuff with Jeff Hardy, he had a match against Hobbs, so they suspended him.
Maybe they just said that so he wasn't going to be around for Monet's debut because of this. I mean, I know he apologized about the stuff that he said about her before, but that was a whole thing.
Oh, I forgot about that. Damn, I forgot.
Yeah, that was a whole thing.
Who is this? What happened?
Sammy.
Sammy Guevara? That was a while ago though.
I know, but like maybe it was just uncomfortable for the debut. It's like we don't want anybody to like bring it back up. We're just gonna
if I was Mercedes, if I was Mercedes Moné, I'd be kind of like, okay, I don't want him around right now because he said this about me. I mean, what he said was pretty,
permanently. I mean, they're gonna be on like Dynamite.
They better, yeah. Like they have.
They're gonna have to work together eventually. I mean, I don't know.
He was just
I don't know
throwing
how
it
they're
out
gonna
there
figure
because
that out.
you're right. He did have a match after so-called suspension, or maybe that was pre-tape. I don't know.
I totally forgot about that. Wow.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
God, am I one of those wrestling fans that has like a short memory span where you just forget about the nonsense and you're just like, oh yeah, what was that about?
That makes you a true wrestling fan.
I forget about what happened yesterday.
Yeah, there's a lot of childish stuff that.
There's been so much going on. I mean, I just made a post on Twitter about, I don't know, so there's like about 4 people who constantly trash AEW, right? And those people are who? Eric Bischoff, right?
Jim Cornette,
Vince Russo, like just nothing's ever good for them. It's always bad. I'm like, is it always bad? Like 100% of the time?
I think they're just stuck in their old ways. They just don't want to. They don't want to keep things evolved.
Put on some really good stuff.
I'm going to tell you one thing about creating a successful internet persona for yourself. If you stand by your opinion strong enough for long enough, you can't change that opinion without losing your platform. So,
well, I also think that you can build a brand and it doesn't have to be 100% negativity either.
Yeah, but I mean, look at Dr. Disrespect and whatnot. It depends on what your brand is aiming for. You know, I mean, I'm not a fan of negativity. I'm literally the person that runs off the power of positivity. But there is enough negative people out there in the world that want to sit there and listen to other negative people spew negative shit that you can create an entire platform based off negativity. No problem.
That's true.
I mean, so my whole thing is like, I have no problem with, I guess, a negative comment or saying something doesn't work, but give me the why.
Right. Like, the reason why you feel that
the problem I have with things is like, it's like, I'm saying this just because. It's like, well, like, explain that to me, right? Like, you're just saying it, or you're regurgitating something that you heard or saw, and it's like, but you don't actually really understand what you're saying, right?
Exactly. I've been there. I've been there so many times myself.
And then that just gets tiresome. I'm just like, oh, okay, so.
I mean, the thing is, a lot of times you deal with people that don't even know what the hell they're talking about. They just look at a video and then repeat what they saw in the video.
I hate
that.
You know, and take that as fact. And that's the troubling thing about a lot of these fans, is that they'll take something that somebody will say in a video. It could be totally false, and they'll run with it. They won't do any research. They won't do anything. They won't look it up. They'll just take.
I guess the whole thing is like, just give props where they're due. So, for example, right, like, am I the biggest Roman Reigns fan? Probably not. But, like, his match with Lesnar at WrestleMania was fantastic.
That was a great match.
Like he's had some pretty solid matches where I'm like, if it's good, it's good.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you should just be able to say, even if the person is 100% not your cup of tea, to just say, hey, you know what? This time they knocked it out of the park.
Hey, I'll let it be known who I don't.
And then that's it.
Like every week.
Like, for example, I'll say this. I can't stand Logan Paul's guts, but I think he's doing great in the ring these days. I'll admit that.
Oh my God! Now they're promoting him because now his drink is like a sponsor, and now I just saw something that like he's promoting an episode. I was just like,
that man is a disgustingly talented prodigy. It is gross. It's gross how somebody as awful as that person can look at something that I love so much and go on a whim, I'm going to do that. And then
he's good at it.
So next week on Dynamite,
I like, so again, so similar to what I just said, like he beyond excelled what I was like, oh wow, like you can like he clearly put in the work, right? He clearly
I'll give him that.
He clearly put in the work to do it, but I guess like, and maybe I'm going into a Jim Cornette thing. I'm kind of a purist, right? So what about all the other people who have been there for 5-10 years?
That was bad.
Oh God.
Ooh. That did not look good at all.
I wasn't even paying attention. Did she just land wrong?
She went straight on her head.
Jeez.
I hope she doesn't have a concussion.
Boom.
I'm pretty sure she does. Right after that landing.
Boom. She's still able to, which it's not really hard to take Riho out of the ring, but
I gotta say, I love Riho though. I do love her.
I do too. I like her.
I just confirmed it for next week's Dynamite, actually. I don't think it's for the XW title, but it is Hook and Jericho for next week. And they also got Kingston. I'm surprised they're not doing it as pay-per-view, but Kingston and Okada for the Continental Championship next week on Dynamite.
You know, also awesome, Aubrey Edwards.
Oh.
Yeah. She's doing a killer job refereeing.
I won't get into that.
Not that I'm looking, but I totally am looking. Riho's got a stain on her bum.
I got a lot of
she has a stain. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I hope that's not what. Okay, I'm sure it's not.
It is probably makeup.
I hope it is.
I bet you it's Willow's face makeup on her ass.
Okay.
I'm gonna try.
I hope so because it's kind of a brownish color.
That's what I mean. That's why I'm saying. Oh, it's from the hip. You're right.
AEW have to bring in. I think if she's probably gonna go.
Oh, I just saw it. Yeah, that's got to be Foundation.
That's definitely Foundation.
Or at 9 o'clock. Going a little bit of TV time.
See, you wouldn't be good at commentary. You're supposed to move past that. You're not supposed to call that out.
Oh, I have to call that out. I also
you can't be on commentary. Vince will be yelling in your ear, just like, don't talk about the stage.
Oh man, you guys, they would hate me. So did you notice that a lot of the ladies on the back of their tights put the ruching to make their bums look bigger? I'm the person that pointed out that Riho is the only one that puts the ruching on her front bum as well.
There you go.
I can't be on commentary. I'm not allowed. I'm horrible for that kind of stuff.
We'll have to have you be the Renee Young and do the backstage segments.
Perfect.
I love Renee.
Renee's fantastic.
Awesome.
I'm not Renee is. Lexi Nair beats her for me though. Lexi Nair is by far the best backstage person, talkie person that I've ever seen. She is amazing.
Yeah.
I love her.
She's alright.
She's phenomenal.
I don't know. Renee's backstage segments have been so entertaining.
Yeah.
Remember this name, Bertha Faye. Okay, I will.
I will say, Izzy, she's definitely going to WWE. Whenever she's actually already wrestling a little bit, but she'll definitely be going to the WWE whenever she's of age to wrestle.
I can see that.
Izzy and Bayley, a lot of they actually filmed that at Universal, or what was it, Full Sail University?
Yeah, Full Sail.
Like that, they made it to a story. So actually having Bayley versus Izzy that's crazy.
That'd be pretty cool, actually. To make her career up for that.
Man, am I looking at a clean win here? Where's my heel turn?
Not yet.
I mean, to be honest, like I probably wouldn't do it now because I would save that for All In.
Yeah, pay-per-view.
Like you could drag that out.
Joey Ryan. Oh well.
And actually, Willow's probably the most over female face they have.
I think so.
Davis says also trios in AEW right now is BC Gold, BCC, Dark Order, Best Friends, and Orange Cassidy. Roosh is actually cleared, so LFI should be back pretty soon. House of Black and hers.
Oh yeah.
They got the teams for their trios division. It's just what's going on.
Oh shit!
This is Julia.
Oh,
Julia Hart.
You get it, girl.
Why did I say Julia Black? What am I talking about?
She should have been Julia Blackheart.
I just missed Sky Blue. I don't know what I was saying.
Julia Black sounds,
Julia Blackheart.
Black.
Oh my god, that ring here looks so freaking. Oh.
I mean, she's not a heart anyway, so.
Yes.
Is Julia injured? Is that why she hasn't?
Yeah, they did stuff where she said that she has been injured, which that's why she didn't do a singles match at Revolution. She said tag match. So.
I'm just not finding that out.
Looks like she's healing up pretty quickly as she's been on TV more recently. Mercedes is coming out.
Oh, you called it. You called it. 100%.
Yeah,
So I guess where is Chris and where? I mean, is her BFF just?
She was in the back. Like,
I don't want to see Mercedes go for a title right now, though. I really don't. I want to see her work her way up. I want to see the chase.
How CEO is that? Where she's just got a whole new outfit, just
right? That's what I mean. Like, she comes out in like this new ring gear, and it's like, damn.
she's just
It
like
looks great.
a whole different thing.
Oh, it
Yeah,
looks
she's
so
so
good.
Oh my god, it looks so good.
Yeah,
in the ring-
she
So-
is gorgeous.
Got the cream
AEW's
and black.
So I'm guessing AEW is abandoned the rankings already because Willow's actually she would be the number one contender for the TBS title.
What are they doing
Yeah,
with
but
the rankings
then wouldn't
anyway?
that be the
Why even
built-in
have them?
story though? That like Mercedes is trying to steal her number one contender match because Willow beat her for the title.
I like that they totally did
okay.
on like Mercedes' entrance kind of like debut thing that she actually brought up the Willow thing.
So I'm
Yeah.
guessing,
So I was wondering if they were going to do that, and they did, and it was great.
Well, they should though because New Japan and them work together, so they're kind of
100%.
like.
And technically, Willow was the one that put her out, right? Like, so I mean, come on. I mean, she put herself out, but like,
well, if you watch New Japan, people will know that. But
Yeah.
I mean, technically, even if you just watch AEW, because Willow did come in with that belt, and they kind of explained how she had it.
That's right. And she had it for a while.
She did.
Yeah.
That was a gorgeous belt too.
It is.
It really was.
Very pretty belt, and it looked so good on her.
So Mercedes going straight for a belt.
I don't like that.
I don't think they're gonna have her go straight for a belt.
Personally, she should, like every big name who's came through had to work their way up, and I don't think it should be any different for Mercedes.
I agree.
But I'm really surprised they're doing Kingston and Okada next week. So
I would really like her. I don't know. I would have put her against Serena Deeb.
That's a great match.
Serena Deeb would be a really good match.
That's a great fit.
As she's been talking about the best.
Because do you want to talk about a good technical wrestler and Mercedes? Like, I mean, they would tear the house down. And it doesn't. Again, you know, unlike I guess some of these what we'll just call them drones out there. It's like there doesn't need to be a story. The story is like I think I'm better than you. Like
I know I'm better than you.
It kind of writes itself,
that's
really.
the story. Like it's so easy. Like there doesn't be like anything else.
I don't know
because you see all these drones now. They're just like, what is the story between Bryan Danielson and Ospreay? Like, why is this match happening? It's like. They want to know who's better. That's it.
I mean, the thing is, with certain stories, it writes itself, really.
Like it's kind of like watching a movie. Like if you just see two people fighting and you don't know you just see them fighting and you don't know why.
But go back to the days of like how many times was Teddy Long booking random tag team matches for no reason that had nothing to do with anything?
Well, Teddy Long loved tag team wrestling.
Then it's like all of a sudden it's like for that, you get to go against The Undertaker. It's like, why? Why is he facing The Undertaker?
I just feel like there's not a reason why they're fighting. Like, it's just watching a movie and they're fighting. It's just a fight. I mean, there's no, they're fighting. It's a good fight, but
why are they fighting?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love me some deep story.
But
I also like just slapping man meat, too. Come on.
I mean, I think it comes down to like three things: like who are these people, why are they fighting, and why should I care? Like those.
Well, so that's exactly it. That's when it's the best, right? Because when you have a well-defined character, and the character has a reason for fighting, and then if you know how to tell some sort of in-ring story, right? Whether you're limb targeting or whatever that is,
this is wrestling.
This is wrestling. Like then that's
professional wrestling.
But then you're hooked though, right? Like then you're in it, right? And then if you pair that with like some dope entrance, right? And you got a lit crowd, it's like, holy shit, man! Like I forgot that this isn't even real.
You know we also about Danhausen. You know who's been wrestling elsewhere? Danhausen.
Yeah, he's
disbelief.
I even forgot he was in AEW. Really, which I know. I seen what you were saying, Siren. Someone he posted on somewhere that to tag your local indie promotion. that he's taking bookings or whatever.
When your talent is posting on their personal social medias telling people that, hey, I'm going to be in this city, tell your local promoters to book me, that's a fucking problem.
Well, I think, didn't he go on Twitter and he was kind of upset about how he wasn't being used?
He was injured for a little bit there, but then he was essentially a meme, and he wasn't even upset. All he said was like, Danhausen wants to wrestle. I don't know why I'm not wrestling either. Like that, like.
You'll be seeing a lot of that with a lot of these new signings. There'll be a lot of that.
But they memed him for so long. They like literally, while he was injured, they kept his character alive by having him just out there, and then they brought him back for like 2 matches, and now he's done nothing and he's not injured.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure about Danhausen because Danhausen for a while, like Orange Cassidy and Danhausen were like in the same boat for me. And then the difference is Orange Cassidy started putting on banger matches. And I was like, okay, whatever the goofy thing was before, you get in that ring and at some point you get turned up and you put on a stellar match. I'm like, I'm sold. I just haven't seen that from Danhausen. So
they haven't given him the chance. They've only given him one very evil.
He's had a couple matches, but it was like you're just not doing anything.
It's just like the only matches that he's really had.
Like everything is like, dude, you're cursing people. Is this the Blair Witch Project? Like I don't understand.
Like the only matches that he's really had is like he's never really had a one-on-one match in a like a really.
Because wasn't he paired with Hook for a while?
Hookhausen.
I kind of like that team for like 5 minutes.
What was that, Connor?
They more so treat Danhausen as a even though he's top 5 in the merch sales, he outdraws pretty much everybody.
I thought he was their like top merch seller for a while.
For a long time.
Like he
hold on, Connor, what?
Oh, go ahead, Connor.
I don't know if I was gonna say again.
I tried.
I was talking about Danhausen. More so like they book him as a comedy character, but if you go back to his Ring of Honor days or he can actually like just like Orange Cassidy, like people thought he was just a comedy character. He can wrestle really, really, really good. He's really good in the ring.
Watch the match with QT Marshall again. His one very evil match that he got in all of AEW, the one very evil match, it was solid. But like Danny, as Connor's saying, go back, watch his ROH stuff. Phenomenal.
Now, I think what I want to see, what I really want to see though, what I want to see though is like I want to see like Danhausen. I think it would be good for Danhausen to have a really good heel turn and go to that evil dark
Orange
side.
Cassidy, give me Blood Orange. They should be very evil Danhausen and Blood Orange.
And that should be the catalyst to let Danhausen shine.
Since we got the Bang Bang Scissor Gangs no longer a thing, one of these days we're gonna get Blood Orange. Because things we say never happens, then finally we got something that happened that we never thought would happen. So we got a lot of comments. Oh, this video might get over.
I don't know. I mean, an angry Orange Cassidy, for some reason, he's almost like John Cena, where it's just like you're never gonna be a heel.
Watch his matches with Pac. Watch his matches with Bastard. He gets very gritty. He does. He almost turns even during those matches.
I remember
Orange does have a vicious side to him.
He does.
I remember on our AZ Canada show, Dusty went to the Jericho Cruise, and there was a match with Orange Cassidy and Trent, and Orange Cassidy and Trent were playing heels on the Jericho Cruise, and they said that Orange Cassidy was basically like MJF, that he was vicious. Like
it just took me some time to get over.
That's what I want to see.
Like as nice as he is,
because it just makes me think of Roman Reigns. And
like as nice as he is, he's more like he has a really good side of him, and he has a really, really
just as cool and laid back as he is. He can be just as much of an asshole.
And when Dusty told us that, he said that it was not your typical Orange Cassidy, which he was a heel, which I found kind of interesting that they were putting him as a heel on the Jericho Cruise, which the Jericho Cruise, they try all kinds of different things.
Exactly. You got to test it. And apparently the crowd was super hot for that too.
Kind of like WWE back in the day, like they used to try new things on house shows to see how they would react.
Yeah, I knew that. To test them out for live TV.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It's smart. It's a smart way to do it. All right, I'm going to rate this episode, for me anyway, I'm going to rate it an 8.6.
That's fair.
High.
I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
I'm gonna do something I've done. I'm gonna speed through all these comments like Excalibur does. All of Max
Right.
Wagner to push. Davis Russo whenever has said good things about AEW. All of Russo just spoke well if AEW lost that episode. All for I'm obsessed with Willow more and more weekly. All of I'm with Siren. David Valentine Sergeant. Remember this name Bertha Faye.
I'll try.
All of 9.4 overall. Oh my goodness gracious, we all getting beat up badly. Yeah, that was pretty bad. All of the AEW looks so good. Mercedes Monet did Hope You Dance. Amazing show. I'll say 8.7. Mercedes did an amazing job. What's camera time? I like Danhausen. He's goofy. Honestly, for stories in wrestling because it makes it more serious and makes it better. Look at
I agree.
Jim Corvette's nonsense. Hate AEW. Good video. We appreciate it. I'm going to rate it 8.7 out of 10 on AEW Dynamite. Big business in the last stream winner out of 10. Thank you so much if you appreciate it. Definitely how to get Deb. I'm excited for April 13th Battle of the Belts 10. There you go.
There you go.
Last Battle of Belts I was actually at, and it was really, really good. It was the best Battle of Belts I think they've ever had.
Yeah, the last 8. Well, I went to Memphis. They came to Collision and they did Battle of the Belts and Collision. It was actually really, really fun. The main event was it was the acclaimed Billy Gunn versus Daniel Garcia in 2.0. But
nice.
That's another person. Daniel Garcia is doing fantastic stuff right now. I can't speak more highly about that dude.
Daniel Garcia needs to make this run work because if this push doesn't work for him, I'm gonna be over it.
Oh wow.
Okay, but think of how many times he's gotten to that point, and then
did you just like Dolph Ziggler him? Like you're just like, you know what? Like, I'm finished.
I am though. Seriously, how many times has he gotten to that point? It's like edging, but with no satisfaction at the end. You guys, it's not fun.
It's like when Charlie Brown tries to keep the football.
They built him up the first time, BCC, and then they took him down. And they built him up again and took him down. But now he's finally going on his own, and hopefully they don't bring him down again.
That's my problem, because if they do it again, it's just going to be like if the Wardlow kind of puts himself in that situation with, Adam as he did with MJF. If they do that to him again, I'm just kind of like, okay.
I'm sticking to my guns, man. I'm a DG fan. I'll support him through thick and thin, man. I think, first of all, he basically made it through a 3MB situation. Like, let's talk about that.
Okay, well, that makes sense. Yeah,
he made it past that hurdle. Like, I'm gonna give him some grace, right? Like,
if you can get through a crappy faction, you deserve to get pushed.
Not everyone makes it through a 3MB situation.
I just think that if he goes down again, I don't know if he can come back up. Like they can't do that again. Like they can't keep on going up and down, up and like. Now they got something and they need to stick with it. Like they got the momentum. I could see him being a TNT champion.
They did never pull the trigger on his move to like a professional wrestler from a sports entertainer. Like they didn't like ever acknowledge like, okay, now he's a professional wrestler. They kind of just.
When you have such natural chance of you're a wrestler, such natural chance, and they still happen. Like.
So I kind of see where you guys are going. There's some things that they're not taking advantage of that I think they could.
There's a lot.
That's a shirt. I'm a pro wrestler. Like,
yeah,
it's just like it's like a lot of guys like Wardlow.
That's another person I'm a big fan of. I think he's got it too.
Wardlow, Garcia. There's others I can name off. Like they'll push them real good, and they'll go all the way to the mountaintop and. Bam, back down. Then they'll go again. Bam. Then they'll go back.
Wardlow. I mean, he had some unfortunate stuff. I mean, with the title, then he got injured. I mean,
I was telling someone in the chat earlier that it was 2 weeks or 3 weeks before Revolution that he cut a really, really good promo, and then he was on Collision. He cut
so his promos recently have been really fire. Like
he's really improved on the mic, and he looks more like a world champion. Like one day he will be a world champion. I feel like
Yeah.
at AEW. But he can not just wrestle, but he also has the mic skills. He can talk now, which I think he's always been able to talk, but now he's just improved on it a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's got a character. So
I like his ego character.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we're missing Connor's rating and AEW's rating.
Oh, I'll go last, I guess, since I'm the guest. You could, I guess I'd be going in order of the screen too.
Did you go, Mr. Jacobs?
Yeah, I gave it about a 8.5.
I'm gonna go. I feel like mine's always the more trickier one. I'm gonna go 8.9 out of 10. That was a really good episode.
That's pretty fair.
I think I'm gonna stick to the range that you guys had. I think it was like a solid 8.8.
It's good.
I really enjoyed it. Starting with the boss, I thought was great. The Young Bucks made me chuckle. I mean, it just, if you look at the roster, I mean, Pac, Okada, Monet, Will Ospreay. I mean, when you just put that in a line, it's like, what did I even just watch?
Yeah.
Like the potential is just so massive. It's just like that in itself is like a 9.7. Just saying the names in that order. You know what I mean? Like just saying the names in that order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a great
good show. I know a show is about 8.7. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, Deb. Solid.
8.7.
We got some good ratings here, you guys.
9.4 all around.
That's all fair.
Looks like everyone pretty much enjoyed Dynamite. I know there's many people that nitpick it, but I thought it was a really good show. I thought I'm really excited for next week too, because I'm really surprised that they're not saving Okada versus Kingston for the pay-per-view. So now I'm more intrigued. What are they going to do at the pay-per-view? So
exactly, where are they going?
MJF's coming home.
It kind of goes with this comment. You think we get 2 title changes next week? We have Okada going against Kingston for the Continental, and is there another? Oh yes, the TNT Championship. So we could possibly be seeing 2 title changes next week. I think Edge will win it back.
It's possible.
Oh, Edge's gonna. So I mean, and we talked about this, I think, on the last stream. Like, Edge is gonna win it. To me, and to echo what she's talking about, in my world, Edge would win it, and then he would drop it to Daniel Garcia, like that. Like that.
I can see that. That'd be nifty to like a solid push.
Like a solid push. Like he's been working hard. Edge has been doing the Jericho thing where he's really kind of been putting over new talent. Yeah. I think Daniel Garcia is ready, or at least at some point you got to give him the ball, right, and just say,
right, just let him run,
show me something, right? And I think he's at that point.
He'll put over.
And I think, well, I don't know why I called him Edge. Adam Copeland, silly.
We all call him Edge.
I still call him Edge.
I gotta stay on brand, man. Adam Copeland. What am I doing?
You call him Edge for decades. It's hard to drop it.
Well, so yeah, it's like, my God, 25 years or whatever it is. Like that's his name.
It's hard for I've never once called him Adam. Well, one time I did because people kept.
And then you felt weird about it, and you corrected yourself.
Yeah, But for me, I always call him Edge. Like when I see a picture of him, oh, that's Edge. Like I don't go.
Right, that's the first thing you think about is Edge.
Like for someone like Edge is a childhood wrestler. I've always wanted. It's always been Edge. It's always like Chris Jericho. I can never call him not Chris Jericho. Like,
right,
that's Chris Jericho. I mean, that's not. I don't know what his real name is, but yeah, I'm really excited for next week. It should be a really, really good show. And I do want to say again, we are still I won't say negotiating, but we're pretty much negotiating a new date for Huma Tugura. He will be on here probably as soon as next Wednesday, possibly. And if we do, definitely check our socials, Facebook and Twitter. Mainly, that's how you'll know we post all of that stuff. We also have our Spotify account. A lot of new stuff has been dropped on there. TikTok. I don't know if we're going to be on TikTok much longer. Well, at least in the United States, I don't know if we are going to be or not.
Yeah, I heard about that.
We're
not going to touch. We're not going to touch that right now.
But
yeah, I was like,
just check the.
That's a hot potato we don't want to go.
All I'm going to say is just Google it and you'll find out. But we are going to be
do some research. You'll find out.
It's not on my end. Like I'm not shutting it down. It's not me.
I'm not shutting it down.
But
I know exactly what it is. It's the same reason that they don't sell Huawei phones in Canada anymore.
Always.
Stupidity.
But I have been talking to someone, and we're going to be doing it if that does shut down. But either way, we're going to be doing an Instagram account. Like it's about time we do that. We've been doing this for 2 years, and we still don't have one. So
please, so I can actually promote you with something that I have an actual platform on. Please.
Well, you're on Facebook still, but I feel like after 2 years we should have already been on there. But we're going to be on Instagram. But we're still on TikTok right now for the time being. One last comment.
Until they drop the hammer.
Met Edge, Adam Copeland at a Eagles.
You can always just upload your content to like Instagram.
He was just walking down the aisle, probably getting something. That's really awesome. I've never met Edge before, but I really hope to meet him one day. That's really cool. I'd imagine he's a really nice guy in person.
Okay, so Adam Copeland is one of the nicest people I ever met. I met him at Collision, and it was like the coolest thing ever. Like, I don't know if you saw that Collision in January, but like I was the guy. I
saw the picture. I saw I was
the guy he took the photo with at this.
Like you were front center the whole entire show. I remember. Like you were right there.
Like, he's a really, really nice person. I mean, because I was like so starstruck that I forgot how to work my phone. I was just like struggling with my phone. I'm just like, so the phone that I've opened 1,000 times, like I can't figure out my code. Like my friends are laughing at me. I'm just like, well, here's my chance, and I'm just effing it up.
Dude, same thing happened to me with Bobby Lashley.
He's just like, whenever you get yourself together, man.
Dude, the same thing happened to me with Bobby Lashley. I couldn't figure out my phone. I didn't know what buttons to push.
Yeah, that was a really good episode. We'll be back for tomorrow night, Talking Elite, episode 60, maybe 61. We'll be doing we're about to be the end of the WrestleManias. We're WrestleMania 26 through 30, I believe we'll be at. So we're nearing the end of that series. Then Friday, I won't be on Rampage. I don't know if we're going to be doing a Rampage or not. I'm going to be going to SmackDown. It's coming in town. The Rock's going to be there. So me and my brother's going to that. So, but there will be a Collision Saturday.
I'll be there.
I'm just not sure about Rampage, but there will be a Collision. And then we'll be back next Tuesday for AZ Canada. Check out. Where's the other check out? Oh, don't subscribe down below. Let's see.
Oh wait, that's next Saturday. There's no Collision, not this Saturday. Okay.
Mm-hmm. We're at 635 subscribers, so we don't have a goal right now that we're trying to get, but
1,000.
But we started the year at 500 and we're at 635. So
let's get 1,000 by the end of the year.
Really good.
We're gonna get 1,000 by the end of the year.
Oh yeah.
I guess we can make that our goal. Really, at the end of the year, we're gonna get 1,000. We took a picture of him as well. That's really cool. I hope to meet Ed one day. He's been someone I've always wanted to meet for years. Really good show, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for Talking Elite.
Peace.